There we go, and we are live here for the
Awesome.
Shenanigans with TheVanvino.
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah. So, what are we talking about
So,
today?
317.2 just
That's
dropped.
what we're talking about. Exactly.
And I can't log in, can you?
You can't log in?
Now I'm getting a 16,008 error. Oh well.
Oh, well, that's less than good. Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
I was definitely able to log in earlier tonight. What,
yeah,
about an
it's
hour and 20 minutes ago or so.
it's going to be a fun 48 hours until the first hotfix I think comes out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, hell, I logged in and had like 27 million credits. So
Oh my god.
yeah.
So, yeah, I guess the first topic they did do a wipe,
They
but
yes, they did
they
do a
were
wipe.
they did do a wipe, but our Lord and Savior was kind to us and gave us money back.
A lot of money back.
Apparently, I
In
don't know how much I
fact,
have.
yeah, too much. Honestly, if I'm being candid, like it at one point or at on one hand, it excited me that hey, I've got all this money. I don't have to go grind. I don't have to go farm to outfit
Right,
my
right,
ships. But at the same point, I was looking forward to doing that grind again. I was looking forward to earning my gear again, and
right.
that's just taken away.
So you know what you should do now is just take that money and put it as a down payment essentially for an 890 jump.
Yeah, I mean it's not quite enough to get an 890. It is
Right.
more than enough to get like a 600i, and that is one of the things I had considered is just go spend it on some ships
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
bring myself down to a level where I can grind again. I can get that
Right.
stuff back again.
You know, it's funny.
Um
I said that same thing when I first got back into Star Citizen a couple of years ago, where I was like, you know, I'm not going to buy a 300i because that's going to what be what I want to get for in game. That's what I want to grind for.
and look at you now.
Yeah, that did not last long.
Concierge member, origin
God
fanboy.
damn it.
Yeah, no, no, that's
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
that's how it goes though, right?
yes, that is how it goes.
Any-
Uh,
Anyways, let me jump in here, see what we got on the
yes.
oops. There we are.
Oh,
Play Alpha 317.2 today.
yes,
This is the official site.
yeah.
Welcome to Star Citizen Alpha 3.17.2. All right, let's just have you seen this video actually?
Um,
The trailer for it?
I think we can go ahead and play it now, though. Like, why not? Let's
Yeah, it was pretty badass
let's
actually.
react. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw this one. It was good.
There's two of them too. So I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
found this yet.
I haven't either. Even
Ooh.
in the PTU, like obviously we've
Yeah,
only
me
had
neither.
it in live for
So
two
actually, I'm gonna do
hours. But
so he's actually in zero G inside the ship? That would be pretty badass. But this scene, they're not.
oh, they're not. Yeah,
So I'm wondering if like parts of the ship are zero G and some aren't.
that's interesting. We definitely
Yeah.
encountered the outposts.
The
That
outpost
was
was
that
badass.
was fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
outpost in a
I've had
blizzard kind of
reinforcements.
sucked.
I have not tried the Centurion yet.
No, neither have I.
Okay, there's a lot we can unpack on this.
Oh, there's so much, so
That
much.
was just a little just let play.
Yeah.
I think this is one of their better trailers for a patch.
Agreed. Agreed. That's actually rather well done. I like it. Yeah. So we've got. He's in
So
zero
this
G. Is he?
derelict,
Is he
I
inside or is that outside? Because that's outside
that's
clearly. Because
outside.
that's an airlock.
This is
That's
inside to me.
inside. Is it? That looks almost. No, no, that's definitely inside. There's
That's
like
inside, but
catwalk and
like,
stuff.
so is this
What?
that main salvage room of the Reclaimer with the
I think
catwalk on?
so. Yeah. Yeah. I
But
haven't
this looks like that same catwalk area here. Ah, man,
Ooh,
we're
it's
gonna have to do this.
yeah, yeah. We gotta
I mean,
get our crew doing this too.
yeah,
There's just so much we can do with the crew now. Right.
right. Going in with the outpost. This was actually one of my favorite things I did on the PTU.
Yeah.
Trying to find one of these and then going through and then getting my ass kicked by the the Cutlass reinforcements that come.
Yeah, we didn't have any reinforcements come when you and I did one, what, last
Right.
week, I think? Like Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah, earlier. So I landed. What was I in? I think it was in my freelancer max, and I was doing one. And yeah, this Cutlass came in just totally. They dropped their troops off and then proceeded to blow up my freelancer.
Oh, jeez.
So
So the Cuddy actually blew up your freelancer? It wasn't
yeah,
just a drop and go?
no, the turrets
Oh.
actually blew me up. So the moral of that story was to park further out
Yeah.
or bring the Centurion.
Or
So,
bring a Centurion. That is the
so we can
moral
talk
of
about
every story. Park one of those or two of those on top of a Carrack.
do that. We'll talk about this one later. But have you actually driven one of these yet?
No, no, I haven't.
Me neither.
I
All
mean, I
right.
imagine it's just like a ballista.
I would I would
And
think so.
handling wise, obviously, gun's different than
It's got a
missiles,
freaking
but
hammerhead turret on it, essentially.
it does. It does. Oh my god.
We'll talk about that later in the
Yeah.
ship section. No.
Yes. Getting ahead of
So,
ourselves. All right,
so this
later.
one I know I took you on a couple days ago, right?
Yes. Sunday we went and found that.
This is probably one of my favorite parts. Well, I know I said that about the outposts too, but I love having more content on the planet of surfaces or
Yes.
planet surfaces. Star Citizen has these massive worlds where you can land anywhere and everywhere, but most of the time it's just really pretty screenshot material.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy to see them actually bringing in pretty badass content.
Yeah, and while we were there, we even found two of the rare or rarer yellow
Yeah,
crates to go loot. Granted, this was in the PTU, so who knows what balance
right.
changes they did to those crates in between that and now, if any. But still, there's
Who
stuff to
knows?
loot. There's enemies. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the first time I landed there, so it's on Microtech, and the first time I landed there was a blizzard, and I couldn't, and it was at nighttime,
Oh,
and I
wonderful.
couldn't see 5 feet in front of me. But it's Nine Tails have this unlocked. I don't think that's a spoiler or anything. Um, but the new Nine Tails armor is badass as it is. It has the little glowy bits on the helmet
Yep,
and on
the
some of the
glowy
armor.
pink, purplish.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't see anything other than the glowy bits. So I
And
was
you know
going
where to
around
shoot.
and shooting them. Yeah, it's like, hey, thanks for planting that, Sam Fisher style right on your face.
Yeah.
But so some other guys wearing Ninetales armor were there, some players,
Oh
and I
no.
had no idea.
Oh
So
no.
I was there in my character. I had no idea they were there. They apparently landed a Scorpius next to my character, and they were being all friendly and stuff. And I just saw Ninetales pink and shot him in the face.
Moral of the
Felt
story.
terrible.
Moral of the story, guys. Don't wear Ninetales armor
Please don't wear Ninetales,
in public
especially around
areas. Oh,
Ninetales.
yes, specifically around Ninetales hot zones. Like, that's just asking to be shot.
So
Like,
if you're those two dudes, I'm sorry.
I get it. The armor's cool, depending on, your tastes and which set you're equipping, but the armor's cool, it's unique, it glows. That's cool. You want to wear it, you want to rep it. But if you wear it in Ninetales hot zones, you're
Yeah,
running a risk. You're running
expect
a risk.
some friendly fire. Now,
Potential.
luckily, were you with us last night at the Siege of Orson,
Um,
or was it the night before
was
last? I
I
mean,
think it was the night before last. Yes, I
yeah.
was with you. And I want to say it was either Kuro or Lion Heart shot a guy in the face and just
Oh,
downed him because he was standing there, and apparently for our buddy, like the triangle didn't exist for this guy, so he thought
oh
it was just a
no.
bugged out NPC and was like, ah, and just killed
I
him.
was going to mention that at least that one had the little Doritos, I call them.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a good
Do you
term.
ever do you
Good
ever
term.
play PlanetSide?
I have not, no.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, they have little markers, and that's the
Oh,
official
gotcha.
community term for
That's
them.
Doritos. I like it.
Doritos.
I like it.
Yeah.
Luckily
Anyways,
he didn't kill him outright, so we could get him back up. But yeah,
that's good.
no, it would be nice. Granted, the only way they have to indicate that is anybody else who has or is on the Siege of Orison mission, and
Right.
having that world or universe wide without it being qualified to you being on a particular contract would be game
Oh, yeah.
breaking and make it too easy for like pirates to hunt other players. So
You
like
know, maybe
I
they're
understand why they don't have it normally.
well, maybe like some sort of what do they call that? The IFF or something? That a little friend or foe
Oh,
indicator that you could
yeah.
flip on and say you're friendly to people.
Yup. Which, yeah, no,
Yeah, just
that could be good. Ooh, ooh.
mm,
Qualifier to that is it's only visible to other people who have it flipped to friendly.
oh, that would be good. Yeah,
That would break the issue of you like abusing it from the pirate
right.
side to easily hunt and find, people who aren't expecting to get shot.
And maybe that could be like some even going back into the pirate gameplay, something like that they can hack
They could
into.
hack into. Yeah.
Yeah, and they want to go after one specific target. Man, I'll tell you, that's the Foss guy. We got to
Ah.
take him out, and they turn yours on for them or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, let's
I,
let's
I
let's
love the
continue.
scale. Like,
Oh,
dude, is it just me
there's
or
just no other game like it.
no, no. The Reclaimer, I feel, is bigger than the 890. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that one.
I think you're correct.
Like, I think the 890 has more square
It's
footage that you can walk around inside of it.
But at the very least, the Reclaimer's taller.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
No question there.
no. Okay. Have you ever gotten
No,
a sneak kill like
no,
that?
no, I have not. Maybe they just introduced those. Maybe that's a new thing we can do.
No, it's not a new thing. Zesk did that to me once. I
Oh,
was
did he?
actually, yeah, I tell you, man. I was picking him up and taking him somewhere in like a 100i. And what does he do? This fucker comes up behind me, knocks me out. But not only does it knock me out, but the game glitches and it throws me out of the ship in mid quantum.
Oh God.
So that was the first mutiny. He punched me out of
Oh,
my own
so
ship.
Zesk started the mutiny game.
Oh god, yeah.
You and I just won it. That's all. That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, with the eclipse hitting the edges.
Oh,
So
and yeah, does this
I
mean we're
noticed
gonna get an
this.
Idris? Like,
I
and
don't
orange
recognize this paint.
colors? Yeah, that's
Okay, that wasn't just me.
no, that's like Argo orange
Oh my god,
almost. Yeah.
Argo Idris, that would be amazing.
Argo. Oh my god.
Dude, the Argo cargo is already invincible as is.
It is OP.
Yeah,
But yeah, that
that's cool.
implies we're gonna have some type of Idris content being released here.
Yeah,
Also,
this cracked me up.
have you ever heard them do the little siren?
No, I've never heard the siren. I've turned the lights on.
Yeah.
Is there a siren?
I've never heard it. I
I've
wonder
never
if
heard it
that
either.
was just added like post
I think
production.
so. I
Yeah.
think because I noticed with so one of the first videos that got me into Star Citizen was called man, that came out in like 2014. It was like, be whatever you wanted to do,
Oh,
or
yeah.
anyways. But they had a whole bunch of sound effects, like the gameplay and everything was all normal, and in game and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it was glamorized a little, but yeah, there were so many added sound effects that weren't actually in the game. But I just love how this guy's walking out. And he just looks at his
He looks
package.
down. Ah, crap.
Ah, damn it.
Wait, did
Siege
they
of
did
Horizon. What's that?
oh, I was about to say, did they catch a screenshot of Zesk crashing into towers or something? Oh,
Oh
no.
god. No, that would be invisible
Oh, that's
asteroids
a
he
that's a
crashes into.
that's a C2, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude. So I saw in my other group. Let me see if I can find this picture.
Oh yeah, the other night when we were doing the siege,
Yeah, this
I
thing.
actually holy crap.
Yeah, right.
That took a beating.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Authentic battle damage. But no, when we were doing the siege of Orison, I actually like
Mhm.
managed to run outside on top of one of the buildings just in time to see someone try to take off in the C2 while the
Ooh.
AA guns were still active. That was quite the explosion.
Oh, damn. Yeah. So that was actually my first time doing the Siege of Orson. And
Mine
actually,
too. Yeah.
there's another trailer we'll watch after this that
Hmm.
specifically for it. We'll break that down. But it was badass.
Yeah.
It's actually that one.
Yeah, no,
All right,
I
where's
ended up leaving early that night. Well, early in air quotes here, because the game decided I didn't want to play anymore because it thrust
oh
me
no.
Remember, it thrust me beneath the ground once we were in the elevator. It's like 3 meters below you, and you were in an elevator.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, just
I
give
was
me your
like,
hand.
game has just decided I needed to go get dinner. That's all.
Just a good time.
Yeah,
All right. Speaking of Siege of Orson, let's you want to talk
yeah,
about that?
yeah.
They have this whole page here about it too, and
Absolutely.
it's like they got part of that
That
same
was
trailer going.
a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing that like in its entirety.
Dude, I thought that was one of the most badass events uh,
Yeah.
ever. Like it's up there. I would say. What was the other? Xenothreat was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nine Jump Town is a lot of fun too, but I love having this kind of raid PvE content. Now I know there's
Yes.
some PvP in it. I haven't seen it or heard much
They
of it.
if I recall correctly, CIG has come out and stated that the intention for Siege of Orison is for it to be PvE. Because if you
Okay.
engage in PvP, you are forced to drop the contract.
Uh,
And from what I understand, there isn't a pirate version of the contract. I could be wrong. I
so nothing like the Nine Tails
nothing like
lockdown.
the Nine Tails lockdown where there's a pirate version.
Got it.
Um, but yeah, I know a
Because
couple
yeah, I mean,
other
I think it was hard enough as is without PvP. Like,
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was probably 15 of us total. I mean, with the other group.
Oh yeah, there were it's a lot of
Um,
people. One thing I will say, like, if you want to go there to do PvP, more power to
mhm.
you.
Yeah,
Or like my only request to people who do that would be one, drop the contract so you don't have the little triangles or Doritos indicating where other players are. And two, dress up in Ninetales armor. Make it fun. Get into the
yeah.
roleplay esque side, like act like you're there to help the Ninetales.
Well, eventually
Unfortunately,
that's
the
going to be a
NPCs are
thing.
going to shoot at you right now because that's not implemented in the game yet, but
Right.
eventually that will be a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. When they bring in, probably during the Pyro system, when they bring in some of that rep
Yes.
for the Ninetales, and
Yep.
I mean, right now we're getting contracts from Crusader Security, Blackjack Security, or whoever. But
Yep.
yeah, getting contracts from Ninetales and
Yep.
kind of having that morality meter. Anyways,
Yeah, let's watch this one.
let's watch this one.
Hey, happy birthday! Oh my god!
It's like a ship explosion.
Yeah.
Security's been overrun.
Oop,
Ooh.
that was me.
Here's the situation. Ninetales attacks these commercial platforms. Gather any gear you need and help us take them back.
I don't remember a tank.
I don't remember a tank either. Is that a hammerhead?
That was a hammerhead.
Okay.
Again, probably one of the more badass trailers CIG has put out. I think.
Yeah, yeah. I know when we were doing it, I did see like a gray cat buggy and a couple of cyclones, but I don't remember a tank. I
I don't remember
suppose
a tank.
I suppose once you drop the AA guns, somebody could come and drop a tank off. There wouldn't
Yeah,
be anything preventing them from doing so.
yeah, absolutely. I do remember seeing ships. I saw an MSR. Like I
Yes.
said, a C2 was there.
Yep, yep. I saw a bunch of
Um,
those.
and actually, I was talking about that with Shaq the other day. He said somebody tried to bring in an A2,
Yeah, I tried to just
but the
bomb it from.
no, there was an A2 there,
Oh,
but they got in it, but it didn't have any bombs in it.
oh.
Oh
I
no, I was like, God
suppose. I
damn.
mean, that would be one way to just end everybody's
Oh
night.
my God, like crime stat 20 in one click.
Yeah. We don't even have a crime stat 20 yet. Congratulations, you just
Yeah,
unlocked it.
you just unlocked mass genocide. That's what else was there.
Here's the situation.
It's a good
Ninetales
map.
attacks these
Yeah.
commercial platforms.
Good. That is a lot of
Um,
red dots.
yeah,
Holy.
but there were
Wow.
a shit ton of dudes.
There were. And I mean,
Um,
game mechanics, there were literally unlimited.
right. There weren't
But
this many out at once. I'd probably
no,
say like
no. Like
6 to 15 or so
yeah, yes, I was gonna say
out at
around a
one on
dozen.
one
So yeah,
platform.
6 to 15 at a
But they
time.
respawn like every 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes, come out of little like
Um,
elevators.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And oh my God, you got to have somebody constantly watching your back. We came out, it was near one other guy, and we came out of an elevator, and they spawned in the elevator next to us that we just walked out of.
Oh, jeez.
And so they downed two of us. But yeah, it's a tough event.
Yeah.
I was running out of ammo. I was running out of med gun juice. Had to pick up some new ammo. Actually, I ended up just dropping one of my LMGs for the P4
Oh,
assault
yep.
rifle,
Yep.
just because that's what they had on
What
them.
so many of them drop. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, there are
yeah,
ammo crates and food and water crates scattered throughout.
right.
So, which is awesome. I love that, the devs thought of that
Right.
because
But
you're gonna need them.
the issue I ran into, I ended up, so I got to the second platform. I was doing some stuff on that where you had to kill one of the lieutenants.
Yep.
I doubled back to pick somebody up, and I came back, and so I was in the area long enough that I took enough hits that yeah, I went through like two med gun refills
Jeez.
healing myself, but it got to the point where like I couldn't heal myself all the way up past 60%
Oh, because
with a tier
injuries.
3 injury. Yeah,
Yep.
and there was no medical beds or anything on these platforms.
Yeah, I know one
Uh,
guy I rezzed or brought back up and stabilized him.
hmm
He had a a tier 2 head injury, a tier 3 chest injury, and a tier 3 arm injury. Like
Yeah,
all three. I couldn't heal him any higher than like 40 or 50%. I
yeah. So
was like,
I can,
holy.
as much as everybody's going to want to bring in that A2 or that hammerhead when the AA goes down. Honestly, I think an Apollo or any sort of
Ooh.
medical is
Yeah.
going to be what
The
most people are
Cuddy
going to
Red.
want.
Cuddy Red.
A Cuddy Red at the least.
Yep.
I was getting
Drop a
some tier
Carrick on a
Carrick.
rooftop. Yep.
Oh god.
And then you'll get a respawn point too, potentially, if you bring a Carrick.
True, true. Yeah.
Um,
Coming out here with
Animus
the
missile
Animus
missile.
rocket launcher.
Yep.
I never used this thing.
I've used it a couple of times. Like it's cool.
It is.
It
And actually there's a clip of him blowing someone up with it.
Yeah, there is. Watch that.
I tend to go with the grenade launcher more than the rocket
Same.
launcher.
Same.
So I never got to the point where we got the AA down and we couldn't start bringing in,
Yeah.
like an Ares Inferno here.
No.
But dude, doing strafe runs in an Inferno is going to be so amazing.
It's just Star Citizen's Warthog. Go.
Yeah, literally. And just take a minute here to appreciate the scale of these platforms. They were not small.
No, they weren't.
I'm glad they put it far enough away that it's out of render distance from the rest of Orison,
Yes.
so they could have frame rates to support this kind of scale.
Yes. I swear, I thought my guy was gonna have a heart attack with all of the running I had to do in heavy
Oh my
armor.
God,
I made the
yeah.
mistake of wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, I was
say
in
that.
medium.
Yeah.
I was look.
He was
But,
just
I-
like breathing heavily the entire time. Even if I wasn't running, like I could be standing still, and at a certain point, like he couldn't catch his breath.
Yep. Well, my first injury I got was a tier 2 chest injury.
Ooh.
So I could sprint for like, a quarter of the distance before my character was about ready to have a
Right.
heart attack. But yes, medium armor for sure.
Yeah. Because let's be honest, if you get caught out in the open, heavy armor's not going to save you for this event.
Dude, no, I was doing an 890 and I was in the full what's the Molotov? That
The
heavy, the really
Morzov or
Morzov, is that it?
yeah, I think so.
That Russian sounding.
Yeah.
And I was doing the 890 and I was kitted out in full set of that.
Yep.
And some door opened behind me and they unloaded with just like the SMG one, the P8.
The P8. Yep.
Yeah. And that just tore right through me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I guess armor only does so much before you have to have situational awareness.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing there is like SMGs in particular just have such a fast fire rate that yeah, sure, each bullet is reduced by 40%, but I'm getting hit by 20 of them.
Right. I'd say that thing. I love it, but it chews through ammo so damn quick.
It does. It really does.
That one in the C50, is it the C54?
The C54, yeah, the Gemini C54. Yep.
Yeah, that thing is just a freaking bullet hose.
Yeah. Custodian too, but that one has
a
decent clip size. I think it's 50 or 60.
Yeah, I was running around with the Gemini for the first time.
Yeah, how was that?
I actually liked it. So normally in FPS games, I do not use burst fire weapons.
Yeah.
But the Gemini, like one burst was easily taking down an enemy. So,
Oh, nice.
and I didn't like it. It was either like a 3 round burst or a 5 round burst. There was no other single full.
Oh, gotcha.
It was
Yep.
just burst or more burst.
Burst or more burst. Yep.
And so I would probably still take the Karna over it just to have that flexibility to have single burst and full auto.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, I liked it.
Nice.
Anyway,
Yes.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead. That's a nice shot at
Man,
Hammerhead.
it's been a
Wow.
while since we've been in one of those.
It has. Unfortunately, we
So
haven't had, super great crew turnouts lately
yeah,
because people have been waiting for this patch. So,
absolutely.
maybe we'll be able to get out in them again, but we'll see.
When the patch dropped, I had like 4 different pings on my Discord from different channels. They're like, 370.2 is out.
Yep. Yep.
So, so what do you think's going on here? Are these cutlasses? Do you think these are enemy
Those.
reinforcements similar to the ground outposts?
You know, they kind of look like it. At least the ones in the bottom left corner look like it. The top right almost looks like it was attacking something with that explosion there, though that explosion looks more like somebody collided,
Yeah.
crashed.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, I noticed the main explosion they start this thing off with
Yep.
was probably like a Carrick. They just self-destructed up on top there to get the.
To get the big explosion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They lose the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
there.
badass event.
It is. It is. I recommend everybody try it at least once.
Absolutely.
The sooner the better, because since it just dropped, you're gonna get bigger turnouts, and this is really you can't do this solo. You need
No,
groups.
it really
But
is a raid.
the sooner you do it, the better chance you have of when you show up, there will be groups to join. I know
Yes.
when we were doing it on the PTU, I had multiple people, even though we were in a group, multiple people that would just try to invite me to their party because they were like, "Hey, people are here. Let's just get a big
Yep.
party going." And I was like, "I'm already in a party," but
We actually
that's fine.
lost a couple people to that.
Did we?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody disconnected, and when they joined
Oh
back in,
yeah.
yeah, they were in a different party. I'm like, no. So join the CDF today, Civilian Defense Force, Civilian Militia, blah blah blah. Do they give out? Are they giving out an incentive like they were during Xenothreat? Because this, I don't recognize this jacket or this tie suit thing.
Right. Does look. Maybe that's something you can loot while you're there. That's the other thing. There's lots of dead people, including
Yes.
lots of dead civilians. You can loot for civilian clothing.
Oh,
And they carry
man,
stuff in their pockets. So, like, open up
yeah.
the pants compartments and whatnot. And
Yep.
you can loot. Like, there's Wild Blast pistols. So, Nerf guns for everybody.
Yep. Did you see that one guy who was just in a blue suit?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, last when we were doing it, there's like 10 of us and we're all in, full heavy medium armor and kit and all this. And like some dude just shows up in like tux pants and a blue suit top
That's
with an assault
amazing.
rifle.
That's amazing.
It's like, man, balls of steel over there.
Right. But
But that
again,
would
like
be,
we said, you get caught in the open, it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing.
that's
You're
true too.
going down.
That's true. It would be really cool though if you can get another, like, do the reputation grain
Yes, that would
similar
be amazing.
to Xeno.
Yep.
Know your foe, Ninetales. Dude, I love the new Ninetales armor.
Yeah. Yeah. They've got some nice stuff.
What's this? Why is this
Oh.
not loading? There we go. What's this?
For different video. Oh,
Oh, this is
Ninetales
Inside
video.
Star Citizen.
Oh yeah, Inside Star
Yeah.
Citizen about the Ninetales. Yep.
I have not watched. I think that dropped today too. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, dang a map.
Oh,
I
hey.
needed that the other night.
Right?
Because you do have to actually take trams to and
Yep.
from, and they are some long tram rides. I
They
noticed.
are. Yeah.
So come.
It was long enough. We had one guy in Ninetales armor on our tram ride trying to preach to us about the Ninetales.
Oh my god, that was funny.
It was hilarious.
Dude, I think I have that screenshot somewhere.
It was kind of amazing.
Did I post that in Guild? I
Uh,
think I did. Where is it?
uh,
I did.
outstanding. Yeah, yeah, that guy. Oh, yep. There's that Svast guy. Jeez.
Let's go.
Uh,
Do I have the suit guy? Oh, I think he's like behind. I can't remember.
oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah, that was so cool to have everybody on a tram like that.
right. Oh yeah, speaking of when I got into the live build today, like I shared
Mhm.
a, a Loreville train ride with 6 other players. That is the busiest I've ever
Oh,
seen a train.
yeah.
Like, holy crap.
Um, Speaking of that, new server pops.
Oh yeah, new server pops. The server
Dang,
I was
100.
on, I think in chat they were talking, and we saw it cap out at 94 during the roughly hour or so that I was online before I had to hop off
Oh,
for other
jeez.
things. And performance was, just what I was used to. Like no real frame
Really?
drops or anything. Yeah, it
No
was it
crazy
was it was
30Ks?
smooth. No 30Ks, no nothing.
Interesting.
And that
Okay.
was, I took my Carrack from Loreville,
Hmm.
long stock QT trip
Oh,
to
God.
Crusader down to Orison, and I managed to
And
land, and there was no frame drops, no issues, no real hiccups.
so you took a Carrick all the way to
Yes,
Orison.
yes. It's
What
the
did you do with your life in that time period?
I talked with Jolly Cookie. That's what I did.
Okay.
Yep, he jumped in the server, and we were chatting as I
Oh,
was making that
God.
journey. So we were talking about the new update, kind of similar to what we're doing now, but
So, I'm an Origin fanboy.
I did mention that earlier in the cast. Yes.
I guess cat's out of bag. I have almost every Origin ship.
Yep. Yep. And you
But I
and you
specifically,
hate Drake. Hate
oh,
Drake.
fucking Drake. No, I don't mind Drake. It's asymmetrical ships that throw me off,
Ah,
which,
I know.
yeah.
I know. Just
But
so many Drake ships happen to be asymmetrical. Anyways, Origin
so I
fanboy, continue.
have so I one of the first things I do whenever there's a wipe like this or I do a character reset, the first things I do is I fly my 350R out to Port Lazar,
Okay.
and that purely is my shuttle down to Orison and back.
Ah, gotcha.
It's the aside
Are
from
you are
that
you
that inferior Drake
right?
dink
Yes,
bug of a
that
ship.
inferior.
That's
Yes.
the 350R is the fastest ship.
Can you
Hmm?
say the JS 500? The reason I'm going to Orison, the only place you can get it is Cousin Crow's at
Mhm.
Orison. Can you put that in the storage of a 350R and ferry it back up to
I
PO?
don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe the
Because
350R. I mean, it doesn't have to. No, I don't even think it has. You know how the 300s have the
yep, the
cargo ramp?
yep.
I don't think the 350 has one.
Okay, so probably not then.
Probably not. It does have a ship interior. Like
So maybe
I've put armor in it before.
right. So maybe. I mean, something
Maybe.
worth potentially looking into. I that's why I took my Carrack down there, because I wasn't
Yeah.
positive what ship I could use as a ferry to get it up.
True. True.
So I was like, I'll just take the Carrack down there. I'll take the time sink right now just to guaranteed get it done.
You go ahead and eat your lunch, dinner, and breakfast
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next day.
exactly. Work
Now,
work
what was
work a
it?
full 8 hour shift, and hey, I made it out of Atmo finally.
I remember when Zess was telling us he took the reclaimer
Oh my god, yeah,
out of Orison.
he had to fly at like a 45-degree angle, then plateau off to recharge his thrusters, because he had to thrust the
What?
full 45-degree angle to, break
Yeah, because
gravity, because it
he
was
was
just
saying at
pulling him
90 it was
down.
pulling him down, even
Yep,
at full throttle.
at full throttle. So yeah, he had to fly
Oh, God.
45, then you know plateau, then 45, then plateau. So he had to stair step it up. And how
Oh,
long? How
God.
long did he say it took him? Like 45
I
minutes, an hour? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but yeah, I couldn't do that.
No, no. Anyways, off topic. Let's.
I'm way off topic. That's all right. What's our mission here? Going back to Siege of Orson.
Yes, yes.
Located
Siege.
at the Cloud View Center. Oh yeah. So for everybody that doesn't know where the event is, if you go to Crusader, you'll get the whole server will get a notification from the CDF. And a lady will pop up in your voice comm thing. and you'll hear her talking about it. Then you go to your contract manager, and it's a priority mission, right?
Yes, it is a
Yeah,
priority mission.
and it'll be the only priority mission. You pick it up, fly to Orison, and go to Cloudview Center. Is
Yes,
where, yeah,
Cloudview.
that's Cloudview. If you don't know, that's where the hospital is. That's where the
Showroom
green,
floor.
yeah, the apartments where you would spawn in. But more
Yes.
importantly, like you said, the showroom floor.
Yes.
So you come out from the spawn area, the Green Acres building. I can't remember the name. The green building.
Yeah.
And it's just keep going straight across that courtyard. You'll hit it, the showroom floor, and from there you take an elevator up to the roof, and that's where the kind of the meeting lobby for this event is.
Yep.
You get your group together. You hop on the tram. Make sure you have a lot of ammo, a lot of med, because yeah, they'll
You're
fuck you
gonna
up.
need it. Oh yeah.
Especially with the new AI, which we'll talk about later too in the patch notes.
Right.
The new first-person AI, similar to what they did in 3.17.1 with the ship AI, where it's way more deadly now. I feel like that's what they did to first-person combat now.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
So I don't know much about these objectives. Like I said, I got to the first platform where we had to kill a lieutenant. We
Yeah.
never did, and then our group ended up
Well,
disbanding.
when we got there, the Solanki platform, the lieutenant was already killed by people who were there before us. So
Oh,
we
okay.
just had to rush to Brushwood platform, and that's where we were searching for the lieutenant like the entire time I
Right,
was there
right.
until I, glitched into the ground. But I swear
Game
we
one with
went
the elevator.
right, yeah, elevator one. What can I say? The elevator's the lieutenant.
Yeah.
But we weren't able to find him while I was
No,
there. Like we searched. It felt like we searched every building, but looking at that platform, we didn't go in every building. Like
no. This is
that's a lot bigger than
I went
like it
upstairs.
felt big when I was there, but that
Yeah.
looks even grander in scope than what I saw that night.
Hmm. Like I just went up to the top. There was a bar, and that was really cool to fight in a bar like that.
Yeah.
And it what I love about Star Citizen first person combat, and I was telling my nephew this, it's not like your Call of Duties or whatever where you're sprinting at a million miles an hour and you're dying every 2 seconds.
No,
Football play style.
death is a consequence.
And it's a very kind of slow, meticulous. Everybody's kind of
Yep.
either crouch walking or moving slowly, checking their corners.
Yep,
So that
exactly.
was really fun.
Yeah, there was one building that had a gym. That was was kind of funny fighting around gym
Oh
equipment.
gosh. Central Cargo Bay. I don't even. I
Ooh,
know. Yeah, I never even made
no,
it to this
never
far.
made it that far. Wow. Yeah, we definitely got to get in
So
and do this.
how many platforms are there? You
There's
have Admin Center, no Cargo Bay,
admin
Admin
center.
Center, Hartmore, Brushwood. We were at
Yes.
Solinsky. We were
So
at.
3 platforms, hauled platforms, and then 2
Yeah.
other areas. Though
Interesting.
looks
Okay.
like admin centers has a map to it, but cargo or central cargo
Yeah.
barge. Oh, it's a barge. So,
Okay. Interesting. Flight crew training.
okay, so
Oh,
yeah.
finance. God, I don't want to go there. Oh no, not tech
Expense
support.
reports.
Oh, my stapler. Oh god, Central Cargo Barge. What's this?
This event is like nothing you've experienced in Star Citizen so
Have
far.
pro tips.
You will need to prepare. You will need
Let's listen to this.
ammo, weapons,
This came
armor.
out a while ago.
Otherwise, you will not make it out alive.
Or at least that part did.
For this
Mhm.
event, we have a IFI, which is the Identify a Friend or Foe inverter.
That's what I was thinking
And
of.
basically what that does is that's going to turn
Iffy.
the platform's turrets onto the side of the Ninetales. It also affects the restricted area, so you won't be able to fly your ship in.
Yeah, I
These
never
new
saw any
platforms
ships.
Are huge,
Nope.
and we have done the best we can to sign these and put maps up all over the place that show you, like, you are here.
You'll
As
find signage all around that shows you where shuttles are to get between the islands. However,
they are slightly different to how shuttles currently work. They're more like
Mhm.
elevators in that you have to call them to your location, and when you get in, you have to send them to the next location. So be aware of that.
You can't get to all the islands via the shuttles, but we've put enough toys around to allow you to get there a different way.
So
Oh.
there are various locked
Interesting.
containers all over the island. You'll need a code to get into them.
Make
that's
sure
cool.
to check them all because they have a multitude of surprises.
Oh, I ran into some of these that were already opened.
We've added a
Yeah.
maze in this somewhere.
Ooh.
Just remember that you can't jump as far when you're wearing heavy armor.
Oh
It might not
no.
take a while, so don't forget to loot your fallen enemies.
Careful while looting.
We decided we weren't going to hold the player's hand in this mission. There are a lot of optional secret objectives that players will have to figure out for themselves.
No kidding.
Like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did such a good job with this environmental
They
detail.
did. I mean, when they teased it during Invictus, it was
Yeah.
such a small, little itty bitty tease compared to what we actually got. Like, that's amazing.
Hmm. Yeah, I saw it on the Star Citizen Leaks channel, or Pipeline now.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? And yeah, I was thinking maybe some little event at Invictus.
Right?
But
Yeah.
no, yeah, this is like full on raid.
Yep.
I mean, how long would you say we were there the other day?
Oh, we were there
Like an hour?
an hour or more easily. I
And we
know
only got to the second
another
platform.
yeah, I know another like YouTuber streamer that I watched. I don't remember who at the moment, fortunately. Stated that their honest opinion is like if you got a full server together, and this was before the server increase, so you know, a full 50, they estimated it would still probably take you at least an hour from beginning to end
Jeez.
for this event if you had, you know, a full 50 coordinated sweep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I could see
know,
it.
I could see it with, you know, what
Yeah.
we were doing.
It sounds crazy, but yeah.
right.
Well, that's a great segue into increased player count.
Yes.
Dude, I love that they took this footage from oh my gosh, brain fart. Oh, who put this on? Hang on.
Oh God, that's an 890.
Yeah, did you see this?
No,
Oh
I
my god,
didn't.
he's like he's one of the biggest content creators.
Morphologist.
Morphologist, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it right first try. Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, and I actually got this in his Armco channel on Discord, but they crammed like 119, I think was the final count,
Oh,
people on an
geez.
890.
That's
And it was really funny because
amazing.
he was like, okay, everybody, we're going to go to the bar, but please, everybody walk, like mouse wheel all the way down.
Yeah. No murders, please.
No murders, no trampling.
Yep.
But yeah, this was actually the footage. So that's really cool that they're kind of spotlighting Morphologist's content here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I
So-
do kind of wish they gave him credit for it here.
You're right, they didn't.
Yeah. Bad on you, CIG. Come on, guys. Give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm not BSing that.
Well, fair. And who knows? Maybe a Star Citizen dev was there and took the footage themselves.
Yep,
That's entirely possible.
that could be. I'm actually just going to
'Cause,
scrub
I mean,
through.
I would.
Oh, no, I'm going to say this is Morph's video.
Okay. Oh, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's his.
That's Morph's.
Yeah. But did you also see that the population count changes depending on the event running on the server?
It's dynamic. So
Yeah, so 50
will
to
likely
100.
will likely be lower during Siege of Orison. Will likely or potentially be higher than 100 during like Jumptown.
Oh god, I can't imagine jump down with 100 people, dude.
And honestly, the other thing I thought is because I know I wasn't the only person to suddenly log into millions of credits. The chat was blowing
Right.
up with people. There were some people who only got, you know, hundreds of thousands, or even 25,000 in one person's case, but there were plenty of people who had like 20 plus million. So what that tells me is there are going to be less people interested in Jumptown for the credit making opportunity and more
True.
interested in the pirate and shenanigan opportunity.
Oh, we
PV,
know nothing of
the
that.
PV. No. I mean,
No.
we're not here for the shenanigan. Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
we're absolutely here for the
That's
shenanigans.
literally the title.
That's literally the title.
So for those that don't know, did you record that by chance?
Did I record what? You're gonna
When
need
we
to
were
be.
in the Hammerhead?
No, I wasn't streaming at that time. I don't think I had started
That's all right.
or
So,
restarted my stream yet.
so context for everyone on that one, we were in we had a pretty consistent group, and we had probably 8 or so people that showed up every week, and we would always man a Hammerhead. And I was flying it that night, and we got everybody on it. And remember, we hopped in that server, and the server chat was like, "Is Jumptown friendly?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, come on down. Jumptown's super friendly."
And we went on down.
And we went on down into fully manned Hammerhead and proceeded to completely wipe everybody off the planet or the moon
Yes.
on Lyria. I think it was that time.
That sounds correct.
But yeah, it was. I felt so bad. I mean, like somebody was sitting there tractor beaming into their Titan, and we blew that up and then killed him. Some people kept coming back. We had that one guy who kept on coming back, and
Yeah.
something. Props to him.
Yeah.
We ended up sending him money just because he kept coming back and kept trying to fight us.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what it is. If that happens to you and you want to just make credits and enjoy the conga line and the peacefulness, as shitty as it sounds
Go
for
for
me
it.
to say it, server hop. Just hop to another
Yeah.
server.
Yeah.
What we're doing there is generating content for the people who want to come in and PvP.
Oh yeah.
There are times where we go in and we're part of the conga line, or we start it. So it varies from time to time, but honestly, like, just server hop. Like, it's shitty. It feels bad at the moment, but
Oh, I hate being on the receiving end.
I
of
hate
it.
being on the receiving end of it. Absolutely, I agree,
Yep.
and I sympathize with the people that complain in chat. And in the moment, we make light of it and we make fun of it.
Right.
But like, we get it. We know what we're doing. We know how it feels to be on the we've been on the receiving end. We get
I'm not going to shit on, like, when that was going on. I know there's a lot of people shitting on others on the forums for doing these Congo line stuff for what should be a PvP event. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
don't shit on the people doing the Congo lines. Don't shit on the pirates that come in and screw up the Congo lines.
right? Yeah,
Drop a hammerhead on it.
If you want to be a conga line and you're on a server that doesn't have one, hop to another server, get one going. If you want to be doing PvP, fortunately, unfortunately, you can be on any server and start the PvP. You don't have to be there with it already happening. So, the pirates have it a little easier, but that's kind of the nature of being a pirate, is you have more options. That won't always be the case later on down the line when rep is fully fleshed out. You will have your own subset of options, and other, the legal options will be more closed off to you. That's not the case yet, but
right. And it's a little skewed towards like griefers right now, just because if you die, whoop de freaking do. Most people I've talked to that are pirates also having another account with 20 million merits or something stupid saved up.
Right. Yes.
And
they have prison orgs.
Yeah, they're never getting in prison. Like, no matter
Never
what
staying,
you do,
anyways. Yeah.
never staying. They'll go there and just get right out. But
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, I definitely think it's pretty leaned on the griefer side right now.
Yeah, agreed.
But not. I could see it kind of being more like Eve, where, and if you're in a high sec, did you play Eve, by the way?
I did not. I got into Star Citizen before I really looked at Eve, and by the point I looked at Eve, I was like, but I like this one better. So
I started playing Eve forever ago. And so the way it works in that game, you have high security, low security, and then zero security.
Okay.
If you're in a high security and you try to shoot somebody out of the blue and you're not like at war with them or something, the NPC faction in that area will pretty much instantly kill you.
Got it. Okay.
Like, you might get a volley off, but like within 5 seconds you're dead.
Gotcha. Okay.
Low security, usually you'll just have that around gates, but outside of that, it's open. And then at 0-0, man, that's just like Godfather
Free for
Mafia.
all.
Well, it's player organizations that own it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So if you're not friendly with whoever,
Player
Goonswarm
policed.
or yeah,
Get behind
pretty
that.
much. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. A lot of fun drama
Yeah.
story for another time on that, but you can't get into your ships in that game. So damn it, I like Star Citizen better.
Right. Yeah. Same. Same. Yeah. I think the space sim outside of Star Citizen or before Star Citizen that I probably spent the most time in was Evocron Mercenary. I don't know if
Didn't
you've
play
heard
that
that.
one. No,
Yeah. It's if I remember right, like it was developed by a single guy.
no, really.
Yeah. And I mean I could be wrong. I could be misremembering, but that's what I have stuck in my brain anyways. So
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I haven't
and
heard of that one.
it was and could be nostalgia just remembering it fondly. It was
Right.
pretty amazing for what it was. I mean, like it's no Star Citizen, but
Yeah,
still nothing is. Nothing
I'll have to
is.
look that one up. You should see
Yeah.
if you can download it. Maybe we can. Is it a single player?
If I it had multiplayer ability if I remember
Okay.
correctly. And it's on Steam, so that's where
Okay.
I played it. Let me see. Yeah, Evocron Mercenary. I'll go to the store page right now and just see if it says multiplayer on it. Don't
So I'll go way
recall.
back with you on this one.
No, it just says single player.
Oh,
So
I
maybe
wouldn't be surprised if the
maybe
servers
it's
are
not.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you'll
So
go way back with me. What now?
I'll go way back with people on this one. Brownie points to anybody that remembers this one. Earth and Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was one of my favorite games ever. At that time, that blew my mind. What do you mean I can walk around a space
I
station,
know.
configure my ship, and then take it out and fly it and do missions and trade? And
Yeah,
it was like Star Citizen, but 20 years ago.
but 20 years ago. Yeah. Yep. But yes,
Anyways, but
increased player
increased player count.
caps with, for my experience so far, disclaimer, no reduction in performance, which is a huge step
Interesting.
forward for like their
Yeah.
server meshing and improvements. Like that's huge.
Part of me wonders if they've implemented a tiny bit of persistent tech
Yeah,
that's allowing that.
I would imagine
Like
they'd have
maybe
to have.
Orison is on one server and the others, the rest of the
Right.
system,
There's just that
some sort of meshing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, or maybe they just straight up have a single server that can handle it.
Maybe.
Derelict Reclaimers. Kind of talked about that in the trailer.
We did, but
I gotta find this one out in space.
Yes, we do.
That's gonna be pretty fun.
Is there I mean, there would have to be a contract associated with it. The chances
I
of
mean,
finding it without are
dude, even
I'm
with
not
the
going to say
scanning changes,
impossible, but nearly impossible.
so all new point of interest have been placed. Oh yeah, just a single one. Okay, has been placed around the planet of Microtech, featuring a long crashed Aegis Redeem or Reclaimer. Oh, okay. So maybe they're talking about the crashed one on the ground. Yeah,
it's possible. Oh, hang on.
Yep.
Derelict. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of that.
Yes.
I thought, like I said, I think that's going to be one of the coolest new additions is stuff to do on the surface of planets.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean, we've been shooting people in space now for
Like,
a long time.
I love the space aspect, but
Yep.
the fact that I can do either and that they both work well, that's just big.
Yes.
That's just big.
And in the future, doing pretty much having a career not flying, being
right, yeah,
owning your own base, or just or doing some content that just doesn't even involve getting into a ship and flying outside of the atmosphere.
right.
That would be pretty cool someday.
Yeah.
But Centurion, I'm gonna skip this one for now. Let's talk about that later.
Okay, when we talk about the shop stuff.
Yeah, I want to go through that. AI improvements kind of touched on this one too.
Yes, touched a little bit.
They're deadly.
They are. They don't just stand around and look at you anymore. No,
They
they
do
they shoot at
sometimes.
you. Sometimes, yes. A
They do.
lot
They
less often though.
yes. They do still have a. They're not like Call of Duty.
No,
Run
they're
around
not
and insta kill you
players.
speeds.
They're not players.
Um, but yeah, once they start shooting at you, man, you can go down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this whole new reinforcement thing.
Yeah, I haven't experienced it yet, but I love the concept. Like that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, and now it's given use to that Centurion.
True.
So Colonial Outpost, we did one of these.
We did. We had your Ursa rover for it, so we didn't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I didn't realize your Emerald rover had the ballistic
Yeah.
repeaters on it, so I just
I
unloaded into a guy and watched him ragdoll away. It was a thing of beauty. It was a
oh
thing of
gosh.
beauty.
Yeah, I totally forgot the Emerald Ursa does come stock. That was the stock config with 2 Yellow Jackets, I believe.
Yes, that is Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do enough with the ground vehicles, or haven't recently, that I didn't recognize the Yellow Jackets for what they were. I was just like, oh, smaller repeaters. All right, let's go.
I really hope they fix the ammo count for ballistics soon.
Please.
It kills me. Like they at least with the new Gallings they introduced with the Redeemer, the new size 4s and size 5 Gallings,
Yeah.
they at least have a decent ammo count. But yeah, the rest of them, oh my god.
Yeah, that's what the
It's,
84Bs and whatnot.
the
Or is that a
80B or something.
different? Yeah. Anyways,
I haven't done any illegal delivery missions, to be honest.
prior to the patch dropping, I tried to build up my Red Wind rep, but
Is that a new faction?
literally they're the delivery faction around Hurston
Oh, okay.
that once you build up the rep, you'll be able to start doing some of these new delivery missions. So
Got
because
it.
rep was going to stay, they weren't wiping rep. I was like, let me try to build up that. But literally every time I took the mission,
Mm-hmm.
either I would get to the location to pick up the package and it would say the package was like underground under the station by like 3 to 15 meters, or I would
No.
go pick it up. I'd get to the delivery spot and the HUD icon on where exactly I was supposed to set it, so like the different shelves throughout, the HUD icon disappeared. And like I tried just randomly setting it in all of the various locations and the Covalex drop-off machine. I even tried talking
Mm-hmm.
to the guy behind the counter and saying, "Hey, I've got a drop-off." And he says, "Yeah, just set it down here."
Yeah, and then
Nothing I did
nothing
would
happens.
complete the contract for me. And
I've
I
had that happen
tried like
too.
6 different times on different servers on different days, and the same thing of those 2 different bugs every time. And I eventually just gave up, and I was like, I'll do it. I'll build my rep during 17.2. That's fine.
That reminds me of my first experience coming back into Star Citizen and playing the Persistent Universe for the first time. Where, I got into my ship and I flew out and I took a delivery mission and I tried to deliver it, same thing. The guy, like I was placing it on the table, I was holding it and talking to him and nothing would work.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, fuck it, fine, whatever, I'll go out and take another mission. So I walk outside and I find out my Aurora had blown all the way like 200 kilometers away. And I was like, oh my God. But I wasn't even mad. I was so blown away at that first experience of Star Citizen that I was just like, cool.
And here you are now.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Anyways,
Ooh, yes,
combat
the
beacons.
enhanced combat assist beacons. So the
You know what this is?
idea behind these is basically they're going to replace what we have as bounties now, and bounties will shift more to the capture alive and bring back. So
Oh,
these
like
will take
NPC
the
bounties too?
yes, like NPC bounties. Yep.
Okay.
So these will take the place of what the system we have now, where it's just, go here, blow up the ship, assist in combat, defend, whatever. So that's the general idea with bringing these out. So they're going to feel very similar and, pretty much identical to the bounty missions we have now. Just know that the intention is to eventually TM, I mean, it's Star Citizen, shift bounty missions to stuff where, like, the Avenger Titan that has bounty hunter cells in it will get use.
Interesting. Yeah, because that'd be really cool. I was just thinking about the cutlasses, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw the cutlass blue, and I'm like, God, why would anybody buy the blue at the moment?
Yep.
So that's cool to actually get some sort of content for that.
Yeah, I might actually pick up a Titan again. I had one way back when before I
Oh, that's
realized
right.
that gameplay loop didn't exist yet because I loved the idea of that. I was like, yeah, I'll have
Right,
the cells.
right.
I'll shove people in there and bring them back. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Mando. Granted, this was before The Mandalorian existed as a show, so that wasn't exactly
Right.
I'm Boba Fett. Yeah, there you go.
There it
Like,
is.
and then I was sorely
Interesting. Okay.
disappointed that it didn't exist, so I promptly CCU'd it up to something else.
Right. Although the Titan is still a great. Well, I don't know. Is it the Stalker that has the cells? Can't remember
Oh
which
yeah, I
one.
suppose it probably was the Avengers
One,
Stalker.
whichever one has the
Yeah,
cells.
one of them.
But
Gonna pull up the ship matrix while we talk
oh, here
about
I got
other
it up.
things to just Avenger and
The Renegade Warlock. So I know the Warlock has the
oh yeah,
interdiction
it,
and
it was the Stalker. I had the
okay.
Stalker. Yep. Yep, utilizing its cargo hold for prisoner transport. The Avenger features a sturdy, reliable hull, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
Yep, because it had the prisoner transport.
Interesting. Because I'll be honest, I almost get ignored or I get annoyed with the beacons right now. They are
They pop up.
constant.
Yep.
Oh my God, they're constant.
Yeah.
Like the other night, I was playing with my nephew, and I was just trying to share a mission with him, and I was like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" He's like, "I don't know. I'm still clicking through, declining all these little
Yep. And
beacon
all
things."
of the, commodity prices updated.
Oh
And
God,
yep,
yeah,
all of the
all the
things.
good stuff.
Yep. Yep.
I think that's
That's
pretty much.
pretty much
Well,
it
yeah,
for
let me pull up this patch note.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's anything too
Yeah.
crazy
All
here, but
right. Oh, known issue. Starting you starting a
yeah, about
UEC.
that 20,000.
That's I have a couple extra
Yeah.
zeros. Ah.
Oh goodness, it's like 10 minutes after it came out.
Yep.
I had like 3 people from other channels that were just like, "Oh, I'm getting this error 16,008," and
Oh.
nobody could log in, including me. So I don't
Mm.
know. I haven't even been on the thing yet. Uh, Party invite, group launch, unable to party launch. Okay.
That'll be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's an
Hmm.
intermittent. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Right. Players might have to restart the game to getting kicked out of the main menu for 30Ks. I do that
That's
already.
yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty standard.
Yeah. Ships targeting pip main disappear
Maybe
for some player. Oh
missing.
my
Oh
God.
god.
Dude, have you ever had the bug where you just can't target something?
Yeah,
That one's annoying.
that one is annoying. Yes.
Multi-vehicle ships floating in the hangar when stored and the engines left.
If
Uh,
the engines are left on. So if
yeah.
you park a Pisces in a carrick, turn the engines off, which is
Yeah,
a
I
habit
always.
I already got into myself.
Yeah,
So
if I'm not flying, I have the engines turned off.
yep, exactly.
And that's funny. I actually got into a debate like a month or two ago, and PXP where we were talking about, okay, when you land, do you leave your engines on or do you leave them off? If you're just running in to collect a box and coming back out,
I turn them off.
I turn mine off personally.
I've had too many instances, and really one is too many, where my
Right.
ship, I'll be parked on windy ass Hurston, and my ship will start
Yep.
floating away.
Yep.
But I've never had that happen if I've turned my engines off.
So I've had my Carrack, and it was so frustrating because it was floating like 3 feet off the ground,
Oh, just high enough to not be able to jump on the ramp.
just high enough. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And so I was like, oh my God, can someone just bring a freaking dragonfly or something by and let
Right.
me jump up?
Yeah, no, I had.
Then I totally forgot I had my spawn save there. I could just backspace.
Oh, God. Of course.
It was so late and I was tired and I was frustrated. And
Yep.
the bunker glitched out.
Ah,
Anyways, shenanigans.
shenanigans. We're here for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Ship character animations, those are always janky. I don't know why that's
right. Yeah.
vehicle spawning
Oh,
Cartual.
Cartual will spawn sideways. That's
I don't own a Cartual, but all you people that do,
sorry.
yeah, keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, yeah. Let us know.
Vehicle chip shields, weapon fire,
Penetrates shields.
Penetrate
when
shields while ship is moving. Oh, so this might be like how the constellations used to be, where they have
Oh,
that
their shield
weird hole in
holes.
their shield. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe something like that while you're moving.
Got it. Which I
Uh,
mean, if you're in a dogfight, you're
yeah,
so.
that's true too.
Don't bother upgrading your shields, guys. I guess they don't
Oh
matter.
god.
Kidding.
Vehicle ship
Hopefully.
refueling. When docked in a starfarer, multiple vehicle types will continuously tilt instead of remaining stationary. I'll be honest, I've never done the refueling yet.
I have not in 17.2, but I have, and it's interesting.
It looks involved.
Yeah, it is quite involved. You know, there is the refueling station, and I wish
Right.
they put a chair or a seat rather at the refueling station.
I thought they did. Well, not a seat, but the terminal back there is now usable.
There's a terminal. It's usable, but it doesn't like lock you to the terminal, so you're just kind of free standing there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, you know, sometimes like say if an overhead light is causing glare on the screen, it's a pain.
That makes sense.
Similar to, you know, how that can happen at the trade and development screens and whatnot.
Gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had that one with the ASOPs.
Yeah, or ASOP terminals. But, you know.
Let's see. Argo rafts elevator controls cannot be interacted with from either deck.
Don't use the raft, guys. You'll get stuck.
Well, no, you can still get out of
there's the docking collar.
airlock. Yeah.
Or,
duck collar, you're right,
collar.
not airlock.
Yeah. You won't be able to get back in because your elevator will be locked up, but Ares.
Oh, please tell me they fixed the ion.
No, headlights on the Ares are too dim to notice at a reasonable range.
You know, I've noticed a lot of the older ships have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was I in? I was flying something, and it was like, again, blizzard at night. Couldn't see 5 feet in front of me.
Right.
Like literally 5 feet. And I
jeez.
Shit myself almost crashing into the planet.
Oh god.
Oh god. Reverse.
Ping your scan.
Yep, that's what I do.
Oh.
Medical beacons. Medical beacons do not complete mission-size payments when the player is brought back from incapacitation. I never do those anyways.
No, I
think it's too much of a risk.
I've taken one with Wade.
We did that one together.
Medical officer, but
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe I'm just too much of a wuss to deal with people that probably are pirates. Animation weapons. All weapons are held like a pistol while moving an EVA.
I mean,
okay,
sure. If you're in EVA, the weapon doesn't have weight anyways, so there's no real.
It still has recoil. You still want
to
get
has
nice
recoil.
4 points of contact.
Yes, that is true.
That's all right. Combat AI, UGF missions are sometimes just NPC spawns. FPS weapons holsters are unholster unintentionally. Dude, I get that all the time.
Had that happen, yeah. I've also had the Moby glass occasionally pull up for no reason too.
It's like I'll hit a button to holster a weapon and it pulls out my
multi-tool.
Or something completely not even related.
Yep.
Inventory. God, I hope they fix the inventory.
Oh, please.
Weapons looted directly equipped from containers, boxes are missing attachments. That's fine.
Yeah.
ASOP. Because I never get attachment. I don't even get ammo when I loot a weapon out of a container.
Not really. That's probably part of this bug. Or known issue.
Yeah,
Feature, not a bug.
Features. There's no bugs in this game.
No.
Ships on landing pads end up in an unknown state. I get that a lot too. Where you'll land a ship and it won't let you store it.
Yep. Yeah.
Mission bounty hunter turrets at bunkers will respawn very quickly, sometimes almost instantaneously.
Oh,
that's a bad one.
That's bad.
You know, I always try to park my ship where that little tower is blocking the turret anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we're getting down to new features. The derelict, reclaimers. Oh, yeah. Oh, here, they're talking about that other one.
Yeah.
These derelict reclaimers come with puzzles, traversal elements, along with multiple legal and illegal mission types.
Okay, delivery and FPS combat. Okay.
There are multiple reclaimer derelicts in space.
With 3 associated delivery, investigation, and mercenary missions. Good. Good.
There's your contract types.
There's the contracts. Yeah. Excellent.
We've also added a new ground-based derelict reclaimer inhabited by NPCs called Ghost Hollow. Oh, I did not know that a name.
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Derelict outposts. I've done a few of
Yes.
those. Dude, I was amazed that the one we went to was only like 20, 30 kilometers away from New Babbage.
It's so close. Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
I think we were 10 kilometers away from it before we dropped
Yeah.
out of the armistice zone from New Babbage.
Yep. It was like right outside Armistice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the initial release will see 5 unique outposts located on
Ooh.
Microtech
Okay.
with new delivery missions, small traversal puzzles, AI guard. God, I can't talk tonight. AI guards that utilize the new planetary nav mesh along with the new dropship reinforcements. Yeah, again, guys, if you're doing these, make sure to park a little, kilometer or so away, just so that if a dropship does come to reinforce, they don't blow your ship up.
Yep. Granted, yeah, in the one we were at, we were close to New Babbage, but that's still a long run on foot.
Yeah,
We're still
30
talking
kilometers.
30 kilometers. That's gonna take a while.
Mhm.
Before we go on to
Mhm.
AI, added
Yep.
the Snake Pit racetrack. So what I love
Oh,
about this is that was a player utilized area on one of the moons for racing, and CIG decided, you know what, we're gonna add some extra like construction equipment around this pit area to
mhm.
make the racetrack more well defined for you guys and make this just an official racetrack in the game.
So
So
I'll be honest, I've never been here yet.
I haven't
There's the
either, but
That's not the course. That's not it.
uh,
Oh, was this it maybe before they added the
probably
construction?
before they added, because these pictures here, yeah,
Yeah, this is what I've
on
seen.
Clio, yep, they added the construction equipment and whatnot, and
Yeah,
yeah.
because I was watching somebody actually doing race. Dude, have you ever done the racing in this game, by the way?
I haven't. I mean, I've been in racing ships, but I've never actually done any of the
It's
racing.
tough.
Yeah.
Like I haven't done the snake pit thing, but they, Star Arena Commander doing the race modes
Oh,
there.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
like that kicks my ass.
I
It's funny,
believe
my
it.
nephew was doing one and he was like, I'm just gonna go full throttle. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
that's a bad
full
idea.
throttle. He's like, I'm just gonna go full throttle. And
All
yeah, so
right.
he overshot that first
Yep.
marker. Just
Yeah.
yeah,
But
5 minute lap.
yeah, I have so much respect for dev teams that will take player feedback. Essentially, is what this is: player feedback,
Yeah,
and incorporate it into the game. Another
yeah,
dev
absolutely.
that I love that did this, and this is slightly off topic, but tangential, and highly recommend you check out Larian Studios, Divinity
Oh, I
Original
love
Sin.
Larian.
They're working on Baldur's Gate 3 now, but for Divinity Original Sin 2, there were so many mods, and still are, but they contacted some of the mod authors and asked, hey guys, can we make these official and put them in the game? So you can go to they dropped gift bags as free updates to the game that you can go and toggle on that are just those mods made official. You don't have to go download them extra. They're just already there. And they worked with the authors to make it happen. Like,
That's awesome.
so much respect.
Hmm.
So, anyways, tangent
Yeah,
over.
I love Larian.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
much
they
fun.
make they make such a good quality product. The voice acting is phenomenal in those games.
Top
The
notch.
RPG elements are insane. There's 20 different routes to everything in those games.
Yeah. In fact,
I love
the game I just mentioned, Dan and I have started a playthrough. There's 6 episodes up at time of recording on my YouTube. Feel free to go check it out. It's it's a good time. We're not
Oh
very
yeah,
far. We will be playing it more. The intention is to get a full playthrough going because Van hasn't played through the whole game yet,
I have
and
not.
he's in for a treat.
Oh god.
All right, now back to your regularly scheduled Star Citizen content.
Listen, AI planetary nav mesh. This is just NPCs can now walk around the surface of planets. Good stuff. It's funny,
Yeah,
that sounds like such a simple thing, but I can't imagine the AI tech or whatever that
that has to go
some
into it.
AI engineer had to come in and develop.
Yeah, I
Because you know
mean,
how Star Citizen and CIG, they have to develop everything by hand from,
they do from the ground
you know,
up, cradle to the grave.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they designed a stone wheel to pick up the AI engineer.
Yes. Yabba dabba
AI
do.
landing improvements. Again, this is just that reinforcements from the when you're doing those settlements.
Mhm.
I, it was a Cutlass Black when I was there,
Oh,
and yeah,
interesting.
the turrets were manned. The turret was manned.
Crazy.
Illegal contract delivery missions. Haven't done those yet. You talked about that though.
Yeah, yeah, and there you can see in that first line they're talking about offered by Red Wind Line Haul. And Red
Okay.
Wind is around Hurston, which oh yeah, it does say in that that little blurb. So
Yep. So rank 2 courier rep with Redwind. You'll get those illegal ones. That's cool.
oh
Glad to see that kind of legal side
yeah,
getting fleshed out
yeah,
some.
adding more stuff. I love it.
I added the Centurion. I got
Yep.
some thoughts on that one.
Yeah.
Weapons, added new lootable items, the Gray Cat Arrow Backpack Collector. Oh, this is the new backpack that
Oh
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
salvage that's coming in 318. I think this is
Nice.
it.
I think so.
I could be wrong.
That is always a possibility.
But I
Disclaimer: we may
yeah,
be wrong about things we're talking about.
what are you talking? No, we're never wrong.
Everything is subject to change. We're just here for the shenanigans.
Yes. Add a new armor to shop. Oh, have you seen the new armor sets?
I mean, I've seen the Morozov, but beyond that,
No, yeah, these 3 new Mazra.
yeah.
I can
Oh
never
yeah,
say
it
this.
was formerly the RRS Specialist Heavy Armor, I think, or
This new
some of it.
Redshift one. Where did I see that
We saw
picture?
that. I thought we saw somebody wearing that in the PTU when we were doing Orison stuff. I think,
Maybe?
or
I don't know. I thought this
uh,
new one like just came out with this patch.
yeah, I don't know.
It like they have different helmets and everything
Oh, neat.
than versus the standard ones that were in the game.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mazarov. Is this the Redshift? Yeah. Well, that's okay. So here, let me.
Ooh.
That one looks the same though. That's the same helmet and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Though I don't remember them being blue before. I
Yeah,
remember
like
the
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 red one I remember
gray.
has.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
neat.
that was on ISC. I saw that.
Oh yeah, probably. That red one kind of looked like a stormtrooper helmet almost,
Yeah, right.
but cooler.
Always cooler.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, we can pull those pictures up later. I'm pretty sure it was on IOC. They showed off that picture.
That sounds
I,
correct.
like the chest piece and the head were
Hmm.
completely different models and everything.
Yeah.
Rest stops hangar edition. Oh my god, I love this one.
Oh
New
yes,
hangars at stations.
yes.
Dude,
Paves
I
the
can't.
way for being able to get into your ship without a flight suit, without a helmet,
Yes.
so you can eventually they'll hopefully soon-ish would be nice to start having like taxi contracts where this NPC wants to
Mhm.
get from, you know, Port Olisar and they want to go to Hurston or, Everest Harbor or Port Tressler or whatever.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
And you
because
can,
they.
actually ferry them across, give your Phoenix Emerald, or your
Hmm.
Connie Phoenix, a reason to exist outside of, Connie's just being great for things in general.
And the Phoenix being one of my favorite ships in the game.
Also true, also true. But yeah,
But
I mean, it paves the way for stuff like that. It's great.
I I was thinking like I can't tell you how many times I've respawned and then the game did not give me a flight suit.
Right. Yes.
And then
So,
and then by the way, the station doesn't sell armor.
and say
So it's like,
yes. So
uh,
no more seeing people in chat being like, "Can somebody come bring me a helmet or take me somewhere? I respawned
right?
without one, and this station doesn't sell anything." I
I would
can't tell
have
you how
to.
often I saw that in chat. I
Oh, me too.
personally never had it happen myself, thankfully.
It was
But
only a few times for me. The one time where it happened to me and then I wasn't at. So normally I set my spawn at Port Tressler, and they have an armor shop, so it wasn't an issue. There was
yep.
one time I spawned elsewhere, and I actually had to claim my Carrack because that I knew that would
Oh,
spawn
would
in the
spawn in a
hangar.
herrick or a hanger. Yep.
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 So additional Lagrange points. Have you been to any of the new ones?
I have not.
So they added the two I've been to. There was one on the other side of Microtech, on the far side.
Yes. That's that. What?
I've been to that one, and that
Yeah.
one was really cool because it's all one floor. There's no elevators.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. That is nice.
Yeah. So your spawn, your medical bay, your it had a weapon ship weapon shop that was all right next to each other.
Did it have a refinery? Because I do see in here they're saying and
Um,
mine asteroids. So
this one didn't have an elevator, so no, it didn't
yeah,
have
I
a
suppose that wouldn't be included on all one floor. That
yeah.
has to have its own.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah. That'd
There,
be...
the other one I went to, so I tried to time the longest jump possible,
Oh
and so
yeah.
they added a new Lagrange point, like way outside. So, like when you pull up the map, default you have Microtech kind of at the top right of the map,
Yes.
Crusaders at the bottom left.
Yep.
They added another station that's way on the other side of Crusader,
Oh.
and it's
So
like way
the...
on the it's actually on the close to the orbit of Microtech.
Oh geez.
On the opposite side. So I
Okay.
was going to try to jump from I went to there and I just wanted to time with the longest jump and see how far it was. So I tried to go from there to the Microtech. And I was like, God, why isn't this freaking working? I couldn't set my route or anything. I'm
Was
like,
it trying to take you through
dang,
the
this is
sun?
busted. Why am I the only one that did not realize that within like 5 seconds? I was like complaining about it. I was like, dude, there's a sun in the way. I was like, oh, that's right.
Well, and so here's the thing that is the sun actually in the way though?
It
Because
actually was in the way.
well, okay, fair.
I had to go to Hurston first.
And I question it a little bit because, the star map shows the orbit as being like a flat plane, but that's not how planets orbit.
True.
Like
True.
they aren't
There
always
are
on the same,
inclinations.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Not all on the same longitude, so to speak.
Well, I'm trying to remember. There's an actual term for it.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyways, did they update the star map here? Let's see. Loading.
Because I know,
Am I
like
what?
going from Crusader to Hurston, it looks like you'd be
Oh,
going through the sun, but you can actually make that jump just fine.
I forgot. This is their.
Oh,
This is Chris
yeah.
Roberts. It'll be in the game by the end
Dream
of the
for
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, let's see. Where's the Stanton system?
I don't even know.
All right. Let's see. How long does it take us to find this?
All right, there's not too many. Can I just search for Stanton?
I was about to say, is there a search function? Oh, I see it. Go to the right. Up. Nope. Up. Right in the middle of your screen. Right next
Got
to
it. There's
Pyro.
Stanton Pyro. Yep.
Yep.
I doubt they updated this.
Right. Got the air on Halo. What are those?
No, they did not. Here's Microtech.
Oh, God. Yeah. Nope, they don't, because they don't have another orbital ring past Microtech that I see.
Yep.
And that's where this Lagrange point would be. No, Nix, don't play.
Well, actually, it's not it doesn't have its own orbit.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, it's like tidally locked with Microtech.
Oh, that's right.
Anyways. So yeah, new stations with new hangars. Like it.
Yes.
Improved NPC face randomizations. Okay, cool.
Which, cool. It's the little things. Seeing the same person over and over again as an NPC is immersion breaking.
Right.
And while we're not at the point where, we're expecting the game to be super immersive, it's nice to see them getting closer.
Yep. Yeah, the faces are so incredible. That the hair,
yes.
the hair looks 10 years old. Oh my god! I swear I have games on my 360 that have better hair.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because the face looks so good.
Right. It's an issue of comparison.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, Grimhex Hospital expansion. So I know this was an issue during Jumptown.
Oh, yep.
There were not enough hospital beds in Grimhex for people.
Yep.
So that's good to hear.
And with increased player caps, it's going to be needed.
Oh god, yeah, that's right.
Flying over Jumptown in an A2.
Committing more crimes.
More
What
crimes.
did my friend say? I've been watching this amazing YouTuber called the Fat Electrician.
Oh god.
Oh my god! I'll send you some of it. His stuff
Okay.
cracks me the hell up.
Yeah.
But one of his sayings is, "It's not a war crime the first time." It's like, oh jeez.
I like
Anyways,
that. I like that.
yep.
Anyways, yes.
Improved NPC face. So we talked about
Yep.
that one. Go ahead.
Combat service
Gameplay.
beacons. We talked about that.
Dude, food and drink quality of life.
Oh,
This one is
yes.
so nice. Oh, and the next one too, shopping kiosks.
Oh yeah, the
The
search
food and
function.
drink. I'll be honest. I don't use the food and drinks at shops too much because I get them all the time at
Bunkers.
wherever I'm bunkers
Yeah.
or wherever.
Yep.
But this real one, the shopping kiosk quality of life, being able to
Mm.
search is so good now.
Yes.
It is so useful. You know that site that a lot of people use to find armor?
Yes. Seastone.
Thank you, Seastone.
Yep.
It literally has Seastone search functionality now
Oh,
in the
wonderful.
kiosks. Yeah,
Wonderful.
You just go to a kiosk. There's a field. You can type in red, and it pulls up all the red armor and stuff.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
so good. Yeah, so that one's nice. And you know now in 3.17.1 they added in where you can pick where the items you purchase go.
Yes, unfortunately it defaults to your chest compartment. So if you're
I
trying to buy
know.
a ship component, change your inventory location in the
Mhm.
ship or the shopping kiosk first.
Yeah, that's something they definitely need to change for new players. Like my
Yes.
nephew could not figure out. Like I gave him some money. He's like, I couldn't buy anything,
Yep.
and that's why. So
Yeah.
Price of Freedom mission update. I don't. What is this mission?
What? Hijacked caterpillar mission? What?
Reduces the reputation requirement again in the hijack caterpillar mission. Added an additional new version of the mission around Crusader. I don't remember getting into a hijacked caterpillar.
Don't either.
All right, well, let's put a
All
sticky
right.
note on that one.
Yeah. Try to find
Turret
that.
velocity pass.
Okay.
Let's see, added adjusted critical display status of hangers and thrust widget to appear.
Thirst widgets.
Oh, sorry. It's getting late.
A little bit, yeah.
That's going to be my excuse for every time I
Yeah.
have a gaff. That's sure. Higher valued gems will now be much more rare. Oh man, those cave missions gave so much money because of that.
At night, yep.
Yep, I had that and the other one.
Aphor, or no, yeah, Aphorite, because Dolovine.
No, it was Dolovine.
Dolovine's the middle one. Aphorite's the cheapie, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Players have now dropped in. Oh my god, this is one of my new favorites.
Thank you.
So for everybody that doesn't know, previously when you had an empty magazine, you reloaded, the empty magazine would stick to your chest wherever it was.
Yep.
And then you had to go to your inventory and drop it. And I ran into this one yesterday at the Siege Forsen.
Yep.
Now when you run empty, you reload, a fresh magazine goes in, empty magazine goes on the floor.
So does it
does
it stay on the floor or does it despawn? I haven't
Honestly,
paid close enough attention to find out.
I don't know. I would imagine it would be nice if it despawned.
It would be nice if it despawned. Like, I understand persistence and we want that and it's nice.
Yes.
But
eventually when you commit load,
there is no reason for it to stay. Nobody's going to want to pick them up. You can't sell them, or if you can, they shouldn't be worth like anything.
And you can't even reload them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally worthless.
If CIG wants them to stay, introduce a gameplay loop that lets you reload them, I guess, or get a discount on ammo for bringing your own clip.
So, side note on this, another tangent. So my nephew, he started playing for the first time a couple days ago.
Yep.
And so it's been fun to listen to all of his mind blowing, oh my god, you can do that in this game?
That is my favorite thing about introducing new people to this game.
Absolutely. But he had one of them where he reloaded his P4 or whatever he had. And he was like, why does it only have 5 bullets in it? I just reloaded. I was like, oh, god. This isn't, again, it's not Call of Duty.
Partial clip.
Yeah, he was reloading.
He had been reloading partial clips, yeah.
Yep, and he couldn't wrap his head around. He's like, "What do you mean? Like every other game, you reload, and it just
it doesn't just top it up. Nope.
Yep.
It's not one big pool of ammo you have to reload with. They're individual clips.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's so weird that because the only other game I remember playing that did this was a mod for CS 1.6 Counter Strike.
Yeah,
That was one of the features on there was, and it was kind of cool. They had another feature, and I hope Star Citizen does this, where you could actually merge your clips.
that would be
Um,
nice.
yeah, so if you had one that was at 5 and everything else was at 50, you could hit a button and it would just level all of your clips out to whatever,
Gotcha.
total ammo divided by number of clips, and that's
Yeah,
what it topped them all up to. So,
that'd be cool.
anyways, tangent over.
Yep, yep.
Disabled corpse AR markers shown on other players.
I don't know that
Don't know.
I really had that issue, so
Mustang Alpha quality of life. So I personally love the Mustangs. I was sad that they are not useful for box missions and new players,
yep.
and this supposedly fixes that.
It made it so that I didn't recommend them to any new players.
Absolutely, I wouldn't either.
No.
And it doesn't even have a ship inventory. Well, it
Nope.
does now,
Well, yeah, now.
but
Yep.
I tried this though. I did a box delivery mission in a Mustang Alpha. I put it in the thing and I raised the grid, and the box just clipped right through the grid.
Oh,
Yeah, I was kind of sad about that. I wonder if they fixed that. Vandal ship update greatly increased the fuel tank storage of the blade, glaive, and scythe. And I don't fly those.
neither do I.
Yeah, I'm sure Zesk is happy about that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and then more.
More
Oh, here.
more happy about this.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Greatly increased the health of the tank. Nice.
Oh man.
Fuel reserve. Greatly increased fuel reserves for Cartual. Greatly increased the health of the Ursa rover.
Okay.
Improve the Ursa rover's brake and reverse. Dude, I am so ready for them to bring in that new traction model
Yeah.
they showed off. Decrease Scorpius max speed.
It in Atmo it needed
that.
that. You could
It
go
needed that.
damn near max speed in Atmo.
Yeah. Updated
Like-
Scorpius's pass-by audio.
Okay.
Adjusted Drake Mule's weapon racks. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Updated a dimension and that's all. Now we're kind of getting in the weeds.
Greatly increased the railgun damage. What?
Oh jeez.
Does that mean you can no longer use them to open doors?
Ooh.
Will it do
I don't
too
know.
much damage?
We'll try that out.
That would be interesting.
Player networking update. Enable new remote movement and new client authoritative position system. Okay, so this is
helping with desync.
Yeah.
On
And then AI network improvement, so pretty much the same thing for the AI or for
Yeah.
And then major bug fixes. Sure, we can link that and go through that later.
Yeah, the top one is of note. Players should no longer be able to directly call another player to constantly monitor their location.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know if you
that's a
ever
good
had
one.
that, but I would occasionally get someone trying to call me directly.
Yep.
I always declined because I knew this was a thing, but so many people didn't. So this is fixed now, supposedly.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
So yeah, minute patch notes. God, that's a big little patch.
It is, yeah.
And
I mean,
for
they wanted to make it as stable and with as many fixes as they could because we're going to be in a longer patch cycle before we get 3.18.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, we just spent over an hour talking about it.
Yeah.
And this is just, can you imagine if this was rolled into 3.18?
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm glad they split that patch up.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great. I am looking forward to spending a lot more time in Star Citizen.
This is probably a bigger patch than 3.15, 3.16, 3.17. Like individually.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too. Oh, real quick. Check the bug fixes, and you can just search if you want to. Use the search function. Search for the mole. Did they fix that? I think they'd. Hey, yes.
Extension causing the Argo mole to have no cargo capacity. Nice.
Yep. So you couldn't search for 3.17.1. You couldn't use your mole to mine. It had no cargo capacity to extract the minerals.
Oh.
So
I remember someone talking about that. Yeah.
Mole pilots, you can get out there and mine all that Quantanium again.
I'll be honest, I've never been in a mole while it's mining.
I've got one.
Oh, dang. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, indeed. I know Jolly Cookie is excited to get out in his too.
Nice.
Yep. In fact, when we were on earlier, he was planning to go get it outfitted because he also logged into having like 25, 26 million credits.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Which, that reminds me, I should just go donate it. I could just go donate a bunch of it to the org bank. What am I thinking? I don't need to go buy a ship. I can just donate it to the org.
Well, you need to buy an A2.
Well, that's real life money right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of that, nice segue.
I'm that perfectly.
Yeah.
There is a ship sale going on as customary for CIG.
Yep. What? They're trying to make money? So they can continue
What?
development and make the best
Dude,
the game they can?
Have you seen their funding for the year?
Oh god.
It's insane right now.
It is.
Like, here, have you ever seen this funding dashboard?
Not in a while.
Dude, look at this. We are past this is like what, 60% of the way from all of last year, and we haven't even hit November yet.
Right?
We're for you,
Insane.
IAE.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look where the blue and the purple is for last year.
Yeah, I mean, so this time last year we were at like what, 37 million, 36 and a half.
Yep.
Right now we're at 59 million.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Crazy.
$488 million. Dude, but I hear at $500 million we can get working elevators.
Ooh. You know, I really want the next ship to be just the Wonka Vader 3000. And I can just, strap some size 10s onto a flying elevator and just go to town.
Dude, if there's ever an in-game boss in this game, it'll be an elevator.
It'll be an elevator. Yes.
That has killed me more than anything else in this game.
I think the funniest interaction I've had with this was watching one of the Wonka Vaders fly through space between like arms of a station and kill Zesk.
I remember that. Like, dude, the elevator's mutinying.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
It was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty, I tell you.
Yep. But look at this, an average of $122 per person. Yeah, obviously there are whales, not you and me. I'm helping offset that.
Concierge, what's that? I don't understand.
Wow, no. Anyways, going back to the sale.
Now.
So looks like they have similar stuff to what was going or up for sale during the Jumptown event. So you're definitely going to be kind of getting a lot of that air-to-ground combat stuff. A2 being the Big Daddy ship. I personally think this is overpriced.
I agreed.
It's an amazing ship. If y'all don't know, the A2 is a variant of a cargo ship that is up armored. It has a ton of guns on the bottom, and it has 4 freaking Moab size 10 bombs. It's an incredible ship to fly, but $750. Whew.
Yeah, like for just a little bit more, you can get a Polaris.
Actually, I think you're right.
Because I think Polaris, I want to say, was $8 or $850.
Actually, I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
Polaris is $750.
$750. It is the same
price of Polaris.
Wow, that's okay. Yeah, A2.
Now, granted, this is concept.
This is
concept price.
True. The Polaris price will go up once it's actually in game, as they always do.
Oh my gosh, though, damn.
But
buy a Polaris.
Buy a Polaris. Yeah, you can't haul cargo in it, but honestly, if you're gonna haul cargo, don't use an A2. Use a C2.
No, C2 is $400.
Yeah,
it's almost half.
Yeah.
Anyways, now, so they are completely going to change in 3.18 with the cargo refactor.
That's true.
So, anyways, we can talk more about that. Yeah, actually, that's something else I'd like to do in future chats is just have a ship.
Yeah,
like a ship discussion.
Absolutely.
Like with Hercules.
Yeah.
Oh God! Speaking of drama,
Uh, there-
Before we get to the drama ship, Ares
yeah,
Inferno, $250.
yeah. I mean, not a terrible price point for the ship. You get a
No,
flying size 7 ballistic.
this is an A10 Warthog in
It's
space.
it's it's an A10 Warhog.
It's a
Absolutely
size 7 gun. No other ship in the game at the moment has size 6
correct.
even guns on it.
Yeah, yeah.
So let alone size 7s. And yeah, the whole thing just goes Bert and things die.
It just
And
goes Bert.
it has one of the coolest animation like that when you actually hit something and all those sparks go flying.
Yeah,
That is so cool
it's
to see.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Something else that I don't see too many people talk about with the Ares ships is the missile payload.
Hmm.
They have 2 size 5 launchers and a bespoke size 3 launcher.
Right.
I mean, these things have some of the most missile
Yep.
payload out
So
there.
so that's what right up there with the Harby.
I think it's more than the Harbinger has 3 size 5s.
Okay. Yeah.
I think 3 or is it 5 size 5s?
I
I can't remember. But
I don't remember. Yeah.
the Harbinger is a torpedo ship.
It is. You know,
And I mean, this is just
this is just a Bert with torpedoes.
with size 5 torpedoes.
Yeah.
So what I do, so I own both the Inferno and the Ion.
Okay.
And so if y'all don't know, the Ion, they're the same ship. The Ion just has a laser cannon. The Inferno has a ballistic Gatling.
Yeah.
Yep. And they are designed to be capital ship killers. So
conceptually designed to be capital ship killers.
yes.
To touch
And they
briefly
do
on
a
the
great
genre.
job at it right now.
They once did a much better job at it.
Yes.
But yeah,
Well,
they're
Inferno's
still viable. I'll say that. There's
if we're gonna get onto the changes. The Ion.
Yeah.
The Ares Ion, again, the laser cannon. The idea behind the Ion is, and it was kind of sold this way as a sort of sniping boat.
Yep.
It has a giant size 7 cannon,
Yep.
and it's a very slow firing, stupid amount of damage. And for a little while there, I can't tell you how much money I made soloing hammerheads in this thing.
Yeah, what was it during the IAE?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was glorious.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go out and and I will say it was overpowered. There was no reason to fly any other ship for bounties other than the Ares Ion, and everybody was flying Ares Ions.
Yeah.
And in PvP, and they were so good because that laser cannon was so accurate. So it would even hit small ships, and so you might have like a Buccaneer, this next one here, and a tiny light fighter coming at you,
and it just takes two shots and it's gone.
2 shots, just boom, boom, and it was dead. And so the PvP community definitely was not happy, and I wouldn't be either about that.
Right.
Again, the ship is designed to be a capital ship. All it even says it's a capital ship killer.
Yep.
So what they did, they removed the tiny amount of auto aim on the gun. So previously, as long as you were pointed at the pip, you pulled the trigger, it would hit and almost one-shot things.
Yep.
Now you can be on the pip and you can be sitting there and firing and firing and firing.
Yeah,
40 shots later.
They increased or inflated the spread too far, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So that was the first nerf to it. The second nerf on the Ion, they increased the rate of fire tremendously and decreased the damage.
Yep.
So and actually, it did a slightly more DPS, but
but that requires you to hit.
Yeah, it requires you to hit. And I literally was testing this out, and I was like at 1,500 meters away, and I couldn't hit worth a damn still on smaller.
Yeah.
But when you're moving, even stuff like a Vanguard is hard to hit.
It's tough, and the part of the reason for that is it's a cannon, and cannon projectiles travel slower than repeaters or Gatlings.
They do.
So,
I still fly mine occasionally.
And I took one out not too long ago.
They are still great for killing hammerheads, or if you're in a group and you're going after the Idris. this is probably the most DPS you're going to do by yourself
Yes.
in a single ship, aside from like maybe a 600i or something like that.
Right.
Still glad I own one. CIG came out and said it is going to need to be retweaked again.
Yes. Yeah, they came out a little heavy with their
Yes.
adjustment.
Very heavy.
Very heavy. Yeah, let's be honest.
Anyways, there's a lot of drama behind the Ares Ion.
There is. There is.
What do you think of the Buccaneer?
It's a flying cockpit. I mean, with weapons attached. It's a Drake ship. I'm not a huge fan of Drake ships in general myself either. Little too, I want to say industrial, but that's not quite exactly what I mean, because there are industrial ships like, say, the Mole, that I do like. Little too
But
bare
the design.
bones. Like, you see the bones of it. It doesn't.
Yeah.
There is nothing flashy, nothing fancy.
A lot of
Like,
exposed
A
cables.
lot of exposed cables. Yeah.
Stuff like that on the insides.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've used my Caterpillar, and I've used it a lot in the past, and I like the ship. And I mean, I never really have a problem flying Drake ships. There are just ships I like better.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I have a special place in my heart for the Buccaneer,
Yeah.
as it started the whole drama between me and Drake ships.
Aha.
This is the origin of it. So I was flying at the time the 100i, actually specifically the 125A.
Okay.
I still love the 125A. But Zesk was like, "Why are you flying that ship for bounties?" Because I was having a hard time doing some of the higher end bounties in it, and I was new. But he was like, "Yeah, dude, dude, get a Buccaneer." And I was like, "What the fuck is a Buccaneer?" And I look at it, and I'm like, "Drake, these things are ugly."
Right.
And then I look at it, and I'm like, "Wait, it has a size 4 or no size 3 Gatling on top?"
Yep.
I was like, "What?" And then it has 4 other weapon hard points.
Yep.
So yeah, I got one, and it was for the longest time. It was my mission ship, and I hated it. I felt like such a traitor.
Yep. Yep.
But you can literally, this thing can do as much burst DPS as a Hornet. Actually, it has the same loadout
Yes.
capability.
I just
You can
happen
put,
to like how the Hornet looks better.
yep, I do too. This thing is very fast too.
Yes. Yes, it
It
is.
is, like I said, it's a flying cockpit with giant engines.
Yep. Yeah, Herald would probably be the only thing closer to a flying cockpit with one giant engine. Anyways, C2 we were
But
talking about.
actually, 110. What do you think?
I mean, for what you're getting, that's a hell of a deal, really. I mean, as we
You
were
think?
talking, it's
I would say
decent loadout.
I would honestly recommend people, if you're buying a standalone light fighter, go with the Gladius or the Arrow. They're cheaper than 110.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good call out. I would agree with that. I mean, I like both of those more than I like the Buck.
Arrow is
Ooh.
$75. I
Okay,
would get
yeah.
that.
I'd go with the Arrow. It's just so good for
Gladius is 90.
all around. You can do a
Yeah.
lot in an Arrow, especially with, so many more atmospheric bounties. Like, the Buck's not bad in atmosphere, but the Arrow excels.
Now, I will say the Buck can do more burst DPS than the others. It's
It
designed to
can.
be that
It can, yes.
fly in, be an annoying fly with a shit ton of firepower, dump
It's
it really quick, and then really quickly keep flying out.
it's designed to joust, really.
Yes, it really is a jouster.
Yeah.
So I actually killed, so in one of my other organizations, there was a guy who's like the PvP dogfighter guru, and I actually killed him in the Buccaneer.
Oh, nice.
He was in the Arrow, and he was like, "Oh, what's
Yep.
wrong with my joystick? What's wrong with my keybinds?" And I was like, "Okay."
All right, buddy. All right.
Anyways, C2.
C2.
This is one of my. I would put this up there as one of the best ships in the game.
Yeah. The great cargo capacity, great responsiveness and maneuverability for the size of ship that it is.
In atmosphere and out.
In atmosphere and out.
So the primary purpose. So if y'all don't know the Hercules line, there's 3 of them. You have the C2, which is. Let me step back. The M2 is actually the base model, and it's designed to be a military vehicle transport, like they show here with a tank coming out of it.
Yep.
Try to pull it up. Then you have the C2 was the stripped down civilian version of that.
Yes. Yep.
So it's lighter armored, has more cargo capacity on the inside for SCU boxes. You can fit the same amount of vehicles in it. It just has more stackable cargo space.
Yep.
And it comes in white, whereas the M2 I think is like a grayish color.
Grayish, yeah, and then
Yeah.
the A2 is the black and red.
And the A2 is the black and red bomber variant we talked about earlier.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, I think the C2 won Best in Show last year. I'm glad I own one
Yes.
with LTI.
Yeah, I don't own one. I have a loaner because I own a BMM, the Merchantman.
Yep.
And if I'm hauling cargo, it's really what I'm taking out. I do occasionally take my Carrack just because I like the Carrack.
Yep, me too.
But the Carrack just has less cargo capacity, so.
Not much actually. You'd be surprised. The Carrack
The
has
Carrack's
a lot.
400 something, if I recall. Or
Oh, never mind.
wait, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I might be thinking of the Caterpillar has 400 something. The Carrack. It's been.
The Carrack has.
Oh no,
456.
I was correct. Okay.
So the C2
That's where I second guessed
is
myself.
the most in the game though.
Yes.
At the moment.
At the moment.
696 SCU. So if you want to do space trucking and making trade routes, currently it is the best ship forward in the game.
Yes. Hands down. There.
Yep.
No question.
And the Hercules lines are the only ships other than the 890 that can transport anything larger than a rover.
Yes.
So the Tonk, the Ballista, any of those Spartan lines.
I will only slightly contest that again because I'm here for the shenanigans. I can transport those with my Carrack. I can't offload them very well with my Carrack.
we gotta do that again.
We do.
So
it was
backstory
amazing.
on that one. We managed to squeeze a Tonk, this tank here, on top of an exploration ship, Carrack, on top of a hangar. And we're going out and doing missions, shooting other ships down in space in the Tonk on the hangar.
Yep. We did the same thing with the Ballista.
Speaking of the Carrack.
Yes, we get the
Pisces,
which is made as a companionship to the Carrack. It's designed to fit in the Carrack's hangar. I see a fair number of people go both ways on this ship. Like Zesk hates it. He doesn't see the point. Myself and Jolly Cookie, like, for what the ship is, it's a fantastic puddle jumper. Like, you just point A to B, go. Box missions, go. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. It has so much vertical thrust as well, relative to, it's so light, and it handles surprisingly well in Atmo. Like, it's got those little wings, which you wouldn't think would improve its atmospheric flight all that much, considering it looks kind of just like a brick. Not bricky enough to be a Drake ship, but still bricky. And still handles surprisingly well in Atmo. In fact, during Invictus, I don't know if you knew, but they had the a racing competition that required you to use the Pisces around the Orison area. Yeah, so you would I think it was sponsored by Trustmaster, one of the stick companies, flight stick companies was, I believe, sponsoring it, and like the grand prize was you got a HOTAS setup. But you would record yourself, and there was a specific route you had to fly, and the timer started from when you powered on your ship to when you landed at the specific point. And you recorded yourself and posted it on YouTube with specific tags. And I wanted to compete. I didn't, unfortunately, because I don't have a stick. And unfortunately, like the thought process I had was the people that are going to win this are the people that already have sticks, and a stick is what's being offered as the prize. This feels unfortunate.
That's
So,
true.
yeah. But
Interesting.
all right,
I'm
mini rave over that ship. Over. What do you think?
I'm going to be a little less optimistic about it.
Fair.
It is a great starter ship. I love that it has a ramp and you can just walk right up and right out. I love that it has 4 SCU of cargo and like that it has 2 jump seats.
Yep.
I wish it had a bed.
Yes.
Um,
That is a point against it.
and while it is fast, it is, I think, if you're using this as a shuttle, if and I'm going to do I want to do a video about this, and I mentioned this in the past to you, but I want to know what the fastest ship is from starting at Orison ASOP terminal, standing at the terminal, going from standing there to claiming a new ship, going to it, leaving Orison, quantuming, and having enough fuel to get to Microtech and landing.
Okay.
So it has to have enough fuel.
I think this would be a contender.
I think it would be. But I think
don't know that it would win, but I think it would be probably top 5. Hell, maybe even top 3.
I think so. But for me, the best shuttle would be the fastest at that.
Yeah, that'd be what
to
for
me,
you,
I'm
the
gonna
100i?
I'm going to say the 125A
125. Yeah, that okay.
because
Yeah,
it has a faster
that's true.
atmosphere.
Yep. Yeah, that would probably
The
Probably
other
win.
reason I'm going to say the 125 is the air scoop system, so you don't have to refuel it.
Yep. Good call. Good
Now,
call.
I think the C8 Pisces is the best snub you could have
Yes.
for a mothership.
Yes, especially because it actually, for a snub, has a quantum drive.
It has a quantum drive. It can transport stuff. It can transport people.
Yep. It's got, internal cargo, so you can store armor and weapons.
Mm-hmm.
In the, I don't think it has a weapon rack
It does not
itself, but it does have that, that internal storage, so you can just
right.
drag it from your inventory to the ship inventory.
Yep. The C8's another one of those, kind of like the Ion, where you kind of have a discussion on that with people all day long.
Yep.
And at $45, that's a pretty good price.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price for what you're getting. Like, I wouldn't go and do too high of bounties. You can do the lower ones, no problem, but once you start getting up into, I'd say even probably HRTs, pick something else.
I was actually going to say the Legionnaire. Yeah, the Legionnaire, the Aurora LN, the Aurora Legionnaire. If you're purely doing bounties and missions, get the Aurora LN instead.
Correct. I would agree.
Anyways, going on to one of the biggest jokes in the community.
Oh my, yeah, no. No. Just get a Valkyrie. Just get a Valkyrie.
Do not buy a Cutlass Steel. So I actually had a picture of this on the dock of all the Cutlasses. So the Cutlass Steel is the Cutlass line. I would say the Cutlass Black is one of the best multi-role ships in the game.
It is one of them, yes, absolutely.
So here's all the different Cutlasses, and if you look at these, the Cutty Black for $100, in my opinion, phenomenal.
Yeah,
I love this thing. The Cutty Blue, we'll see if more gameplay mechanics come in for it. That's the
prison police one, bounty hunting one.
Yep. I think it's overpriced at $175.
I agree.
Cutty Red at $135 is great. Cutty Red.
Yeah, extra $35 to get a medical bed? Sure.
Yep.
That makes
Cutty
sense.
Red has 2 medical beds on it. It is the Star Citizen's GP ambulance right now.
Yep.
$135. Great. You jump $100 to go from there, almost double price to get to the Cutlass Steel at $235.
Take out the medical beds and add chairs. You added chairs.
The Cutlass Steel is a dropship, and it has 20 some odd seats inside of it.
Yeah. So if you wanna, fly a quarter of the new server size around and watch them die, take a Cutty Steel.
One go.
Yeah. Just
because the Cutlasses are not strong. They're not heavily armored, heavily shielded.
No. They've got one size 2 shield?
Something like that.
Those don't last long.
It does have door guns, which is kind of cool, like the Valkyrie. It does have the added remote turret on the back, which is nice.
Right. Is it a remote turret, or is that just a gun out the back, too? I thought it was just another gun, like the door guns on the side.
There's both.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yep. You get a larger Gatling on the back door, and you get a remote turret on the above
Okay.
the door.
Okay.
Don't get it. It's a no.
No, it was enough of a joke that I didn't bother looking and realizing it had a remote turret on the back.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Ground vehicles. I'm going to tell everybody now, don't buy ground vehicles to own a
No.
ground vehicle.
No. Buy
They
them
are
with
all
credits in game.
they are stupid cheap in game.
Yeah.
Buy them in game.
Yeah.
Now, if you're buying one for War Bond as an LTI token, okay.
That's a different
But
story.
Otherwise, no.
Yeah.
So Cyclone Lines. These are actually really fun little rovers. Now, no, they're actually not rovers. They're
buggies.
size class. Yeah, buggies. They do not have an internal atmosphere.
Nope.
So if you're on a moon, you're still going to need your spacesuit, and you're still going to run out of
Yes.
oxygen eventually.
And if you're on a temperature extreme moon, you're going to want to use temperature appropriate gear.
Yes. The MT variant of the Cyclone, though, does give you a remote gun with 2 or 4 size 2 missiles.
Yep.
Kind of a nice one. Cyclone TR gives you just a single manned Gatling gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Oh, do they not have the other ones? Guess not.
No, apparently not.
Yeah, cool.
Huh.
Hammerhead.
Oh, cheaper than an A2.
Oh my god, it is. I just noticed that. Oh, jeez.
Don't get an A2, get a Hammerhead. It's better.
I don't know. I think because it's only a $25 difference, I think you can make the case for the A2 over a Hammerhead.
Yeah, I suppose. Depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
But yes, it also has turret spots. Less of them because it's got what, 4
So,
on the A2 has.
No, the Hammerhead I think has more turrets.
The Hammerhead has more. I was saying the A2 has less.
No, I think the A2 has more turret slots.
Oh, do you?
Now each turret, because there are like 2 turrets where it's just a single gun. Hang on. Urkel?
Yeah, Urkel, help us out here.
Because I know the A2 actually does the most damage in the game.
Yes, it does. It's ridiculous.
More than a Hammerhead.
Yeah. And big part of that is because all of the A2's turrets can be on target at once.
Yes. So Hammerhead we know has 6 turrets. 4 on the sides, 2 on top, 1 bottom.
Yep.
The A2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turrets.
That 8th one doesn't have any guns attached.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. But so 7. We'll say 7 for now.
7 at least.
Yeah.
But anyways, Hammerhead, it is meant to fly with other ships in a fleet, and it is designed to kind of be the screen against small fighters.
Yes.
Every turret on this thing, you can see them pictured here, has 4 size 4 guns on them. Those will tear apart any small fighter very quickly.
Oh, so they put 6 Centurion turrets on a Hammerhead?
Pretty much. Funny how that works.
It's the other way around, but yes.
Yeah. And this thing has a 360 degree. There is no blind spot to a Hammerhead.
No.
So
a
very,
fully
very
crewed Hammerhead.
Yes, a fully crewed Hammerhead.
Yep.
The downsides with the Hammerhead, one, it has a very big broadside.
Yes.
If you're looking at it from the top or bottom.
Yep.
2, even though it has 360 coverage, there will always be at least 1 turret that does not have an angle.
Yes. Usually more than 1, unfortunately.
Usually more than 1. If you have a good pilot who can angle it and keep it right, you can get 5 out of the 6 turrets on it.
Yes.
But great ship. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, as we mentioned earlier in the cast here, we used it to great effect over Jumptown.
And actually, we used it. Another role it's supposed to do is for ground coverage.
Yes.
Like Jumptown.
Yep, like Jumptown.
If you notice the cockpit, you kind of see it in this image. It's actually here on the bottom of the ship.
It's downward face. Well,
it is on the bottom. It does. You can look forward, but
yes.
It is the bottom of it is all glass, so you can actually look down as a pilot and see exactly what you're hovering over and messing up.
Yes. And if you're there for targeting ground stuff, you will be messing it up.
Yes. Anvil Spartan. Again, ground vehicle. Don't buy it.
Right. Yeah. Don't buy it for money. Buy it for.
I think it's a great vehicle. I love driving them.
Yeah.
But not for $80.
Agreed.
So the Spartan is just a troop transport. I think there's like 6 or 8 seats in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the same chassis as the Centurion and the Ballista, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Centurion, let's talk about that. This guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Slapped a hammerhead turret on a ground vehicle.
Where,
Just
do they have a ship page for this thing?
I'm where they do? Maybe.
Oh, this is good enough.
Yeah, that works.
So the driver gets a single size 3 gun, I believe it is, up front. And then your gunner gets 4 size 4 turrets. Pretty much a hammerhead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just an aerial denial thing. And I will say the capacitor on that turret is massive.
Is it? I haven't been in
Oh
one
my
yet.
god. Those guns can fire forever before needing to
Oh.
recharge.
I love that.
Yep. I think it's a great addition. I would, again, for $110. Oh my god, please don't buy that.
No, please do not buy that. Get it. Is it available for credits in game right now? They usually
No, usually they wait.
Yeah.
Wait a patch or two before they add it in game. It is available War Bond right now for $95 if you do want to use it as an LTI token.
Still don't get it.
Personally, I think that's way too expensive for an LTI token.
Yes, yes. Agreed.
So I did buy some CCUs to it though.
Yes.
Some War Bond CCUs.
Yeah.
So let me actually just hop over here to CCU game while we're talking about that.
Right.
And these are all the currently time limited ships on the store.
Oh.
So again, we talked about the A2, the Ares, the Buccaneer, the C2,
And
Centurion.
if you're going to get the Centurion, buy it with the limited paint.
That's for concierge, I believe.
Oh.
So if y'all don't know in this game, if you're a mega whale like some people.
Oh yeah, those people.
If you spend $1,000 in the game, you become a concierge. You get a lot of perks. Not a lot, some perks.
Some perks.
Some perks.
Special forum section. Woo!
The biggest perk you get is the ability to spend more money.
Yes.
You get to see the bigger whale packs that are out there.
Yes.
And they do offer you some stuff like this. So here we have the Centurion. Here's the War Bond Centurion. It's for $95. And you get the Centurion with lifetime insurance.
Yep.
If you're a concierge, you can also get up the Centurion plus Beachhead paint. Same exact thing, $95, but they throw in the Beachhead paint along with the LTI.
Yeah.
I personally don't like the Beachhead paint.
Not really a fan.
Let's see. Cutty Steel, don't get. Cyclones, don't get. Hammerhead, if you want it, sure. Hull A, this thing is still on the store from like 317.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mercury Star Runner. I think this is one of the best ships in the game. I hate it though.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably the best multi-role ship for limited crew. The best multi-crew ship for, having a full crew, I would potentially argue is the Carrack. But
Fighting words, sir.
best multi-role for just a pilot, quite possibly be the Mercury Star Runner.
I'm gonna say the Connie.
Yeah, that is certainly a contender for both slots of being, fully crewed versus just the pilot.
I think that's going to be an hour-long discussion on it.
It would. We don't need to have that discussion now because honestly, there is no super clear winner. It comes down to preference.
And that talks to how good of is ship designing.
Yes.
Or how good they are at designing ships.
Yes. The MSR fills a role that neither of the other two do. However, that role doesn't exist in the game yet, and that role is data running. It's got excellent server racks, so you'll be able to transport, data for, say, people discovered new quantum locations, quantum beacons. You can run that data back and, sell it, or, hey, someone discovered a bunch of new minables. You can run that data back, or whatever, they end up implementing with that. Obviously, it's not in the game yet, so I'm picking hypothetical situations that I can think of off the top of my head.
It's literally the Millennium Falcon of Star Citizen.
It is. I mean,
It's a smuggling ship.
it has some shielded cargo uh,
Yeah.
section that can't be scanned by the authorities or other players.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I
One
just don't
thing
like its asymmetry.
I know. One thing I kind of do want to test with it though is getting a player that has a bounty and just having them sit in the shielded area.
Ooh,
Does that shield them? I'm
maybe.
not sure. I suspect probably not because that's not what
Probably
it's
not right
designed to
now.
do. And even if it conceptually should, that system probably isn't in the game yet.
Right.
But that's still something I kind of want to test and think would be really cool if it did, because then you could smuggle. Okay, human trafficking is where we were going with that. Apparently, wow, that got dark. Anyways, moving
Wow.
on. Mule.
Drake Mule. This is one of the cutest ships in the game.
Wow.
Oh god, Drake Mule. This was actually a very good LTI token a couple months ago.
Yes.
It's no longer an LTI token anymore, meaning you can't get lifetime insurance with it. So now I would not buy it.
No.
Yeah.
Would not.
It's a forklift essentially. You can. It has two forks that can carry a 1SU box in the front, and another set in the back that can carry another 1SU box. And then it has racks on the side that can carry the smaller handheld boxes.
Yep.
Cool ship though, or vehicle.
Yes.
Tonk. I love the Tonk. Don't buy it for $120.
Don't buy it for $120.
It's a tank. What else do you need to know?
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to know.
Moving on, Spartan. Yeah, we talked about that one. Just
Group
ground
transport. Yeah.
Valkyrie. I actually really like Valkyrie.
You know, I don't know that I've ever actually flown one, but
it's
I
way
like
overpriced,
them.
and it's
agreed.
old.
And it's old. It needs the gold pass.
It needs a gold standard pass, but I think it is one of the most badass looking ships in the game.
Yes.
But 370. I've noticed this. All of the troop transport ships or drop ships
inflated.
Way overpriced.
There's like a similar to alien tax. They get drop ship tax.
Yeah. Don't $375. Don't buy one. I do love it though. Vanguard Warden. I'm going to give this one a green light. I like it.
Absolutely. For the longest time, it was my daily driver.
Yep.
It's
a heavy fighter.
Yeah, it's a heavy fighter, size 5 non-gimbaled on the front. It comes with a size 4 gimbaled. And then some 4 bespoke. And you can swap them out. They're cannons or repeaters or whatever you want to swap in there, but they're slotted specifically for the Vanguard line.
Yep.
Plus, you've got the turret that's got, what are those, size 3s? Or
I
think so, yeah. But no, like I said, was my daily driver. I used it as essentially multi-role because, you've got the ramp, you've got spots, you can put a box to do delivery missions if you want to. It was, when I was using it, it was fantastic at doing bounties. Like, I could do VHRTs and ERTs solo in that thing if I really wanted to.
You could. You'd be really hard. It'd be really tough to do them now.
Yes, it's not nearly
Probably
as easy as it was.
Doable?
I would say yeah. It's probably still doable.
If you're a good pilot, you can probably still do them.
That is the key.
It would take you a lot longer.
Yeah.
What I really love about all the Vanguards, they have massive fuel tanks. They're designed to be long-range fighters, heavy fighters.
Yep.
So doing bounties, especially group bounties, where you got to be jumping between systems. Yep.
Especially back when the group bounties, and I haven't done one in a while, but back when the group bounties were timed.
Yes.
It was fantastic for that.
So that's all the time-limited standalone ships. CCUs, again, you have about the same selection for CCUs.
Yep.
At the 1 edition, you do have a Warbond Centurion. So it's $95. Warbond, if you don't know, means you have to buy it with new money. You cannot use store credit.
Correct.
This is also coming because it's brand new. It's kind of a concept sale too. So it is coming with LTI on the standalone side, not with the Warbond. Warbond, no insurance on the Warbond. So, looking at CCU chaining, and I'll probably do a video on that later. But
Yeah.
for those who are in that game, if we look at all of our ships and sort by MSRP, it was going up for $90, $95. So right under it, you can buy a Gladius for $90. And a Gladius, so if you buy a Warbond CCU from a Gladius to the Centurion, it's $5, and you're going to be saving $15 on that link.
Yep.
So I would give that one a good pass. I'm personally going to pick up probably one, maybe two
Jolly
for
Cookie.
future chains.
Jolly Cookie picked one up.
Yeah,
He told me that earlier today. He
I
hasn't
think the
hasn't
Gladius,
applied it yet, but he picked it up.
no, yeah, no, I do that same thing.
Yep.
I have all, these are all my chains
Yep.
or links.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's a great link to pick up. And then we got some packs. I would not buy any of these.
No. $500+ No.
This one, so it's a 19% discount. I like to see at least like a 20%. I guess
Yeah.
19 is close enough.
It's close. But again, back to it's a ground vehicle. Don't buy it with real money. Buy it in the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking for LTI tokens.
Well, yes, for LTI tokens, but there will be better options for LTI tokens come
there will be
in a couple months.
Especially IAE.
Yeah, IAE in particular. I mean, last IAE we had the hover quad, which I think probably to date has been the best LTI token that I can think of.
Actually, the hover quad, that was not during IAE. Was that Invictus? No.
No, I thought it was IAE.
No, it was some other event. Because during last IAE, I had to buy the Spartan was the token. Because most like if I look at my character, yeah, it started life as a Spartan.
And
that was
well, I suppose I can probably look in my hangar. When did I buy my hover quad?
I guess I can do that too.
So that should tell me. Let's see. Go to standalone ships.
I bought mine February 9th.
February. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't during.
Yep.
My mistake. Good call.
Interesting. But for this one, for 19% off, you're getting 2 LTI tokens that are not super cheap. They're $105 each. I wouldn't personally.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, for something that's starting at $105 per token, I would like to see probably at least a 25% discount.
Yes.
So,
agreed. And like we said, there will be better LTI tokens here before too long. So.
And then we have some new paint. I think that's the last thing on the store. Where did I see that? That was for the new. Oops. There we go. I call this Dragonfly. Mule paints? Where did I see that? Oh, me, I already passed it up. There's the Spartans.
Yep.
Oh, here they are, Centurion paints.
Yeah, there we go. Nice storm, sandstorm, and beachhead. We already talked about the beachhead.
Yeah. This one's the beachhead. I personally don't like this one.
No.
I guess it's on Daymar or something. It might be okay.
Yeah, and I was going to say, and maybe we don't like it because we don't really have a planet or moon that it fits super great on.
I think this one's my favorite.
Yeah.
When I see that, I think of the microtech areas.
That's where my head went to as well.
Yep. Green forests with the brown.
Yep.
And then last one.
I think this is probably.
That looks pretty cool too.
Yeah. Again, thinking of microtech, Cleo, Calliope.
Yep.
Ice.
So $16, you're getting 3 paints.
Yeah.
You like one? Sure.
Exactly. Yeah. If you feel like them, go for it.
I own too many paints, so I can't.
I can't hate on people who buy paints. I've bought a few. Like,
I can because the whole hex code or in-game paint that
I know.
supposedly is
Okay, yes, I
just
can
around the
hate on it
corner.
for that, and yeah, they're making I want to say too much money off of paints, so it's
Yeah,
making it
well,
so they're just
I'm
gonna
part of the
continue
reason.
delaying.
I got way too many damn paints.
Yeah,
But yeah, that I think is all that's up on the store.
I think so.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, no, Ursa Rover. $50. Don't get it.
yeah, buy it in game. Fine.
Cool rover though.
Yeah, yeah, very useful.
Man,
Oh, yeah,
that was a
look,
long chat.
that was.
But damn, that is a big patch.
That is, and we're gonna have a hell of a lot of fun playing in it and inevitably streaming during it. So
Oh yeah.
tune in to see more shenanigans.
Cool. Anything else that we missed?
I think we pretty much covered everything. So
Because I really need to go to the bathroom.
gotcha. Well, in that case, we will call it there, and join us
Outstanding.
join us next time for more shenanigans.
Yep. We'll get more into ship talking and some more. Maybe we'll get an A2 with all that money you have or something.
Yeah, all that money who has? Oh yeah, in-game money.
You
Yes,
have.
yes. I was gonna say real life money. What are you talking about?
Yeah, about that.
About that.
I just bought a new car. I got to pick it up Saturday. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah. But anyways, we will leave it there.
Yep. Well, thanks for the chat.
Yeah, thanks for the chat, and thanks for anyone who was watching or watches the recording.
Yep.
Catch you next time.
Take care, y'all.